Hey everyone, hello, how's it going? Oh, Minecraft. Hey, how you guys doing? Hey, I see some people are here. Well, hello everyone, yes, that's right, Art Stream, hello. Let me just catch up with the chat. Hey Leo, hey Tam. You're playing Zero Time Dilemma? Oh, good Tam. It's not my favorite, but it's still really good. 2 bowls of Brussels sprouts, that's correct. My stream's always so loud. There's a thing called a volume control, Skittles. You can turn it down. By the way, hello, Skittles. The Great Deku Tree, yep, that's right. Yes. And Wesker, hey. Hello there. Welcome. I haven't played it either, but I've been meaning to. Like, it actually seems kind of cool. Yeah, the fans of it are a little bit scary in their passion, but that doesn't mean whether. If I guess the flip seal of approval. Well, it doesn't get the flip seal of approval because I haven't actually played it. But I will say this though, I'm pretty, as you know, I'm pretty picky about music, but the soundtrack to that game is surprisingly very good. Like, very good. So, like, for that reason alone, like, I want to play it. But like the game mechanics in the game seems cool too. Like, it's actually, it kind of combines. I mean, you've probably seen it. Combines like a turn-based RPG with like bullet hell stuff. Yeah, that seems cool. Heated argument is that Bush sprouting cinnamon rolls or Brussels sprouts. It's actually cinnamon rolls that will one day become Brussels sprouts. So you're both right. You're both correct. Wow, I mean, and you know what? Most people don't pick that up, but you guys are really perceptive. Wow, good job. Yeah, healthy cinnamon roll. This is, and when you have magic, when you're in a fantasy world with magic, that's the kind of thing you can have. But enough of that. Let's see. Let me get my paper. Hold on a second. I gotta get my paper and my pencil and my script and all that stuff. Alright. Cinnamon sprouts. Hey, that does sound pretty good. Good thinking skills. We should make that. Why do you ask about Undertale anyway, Wesker? Did you want to play it? I mean, I want to play it too. There's a lot of games I want. I'm not muted, am I? Okay, just making sure. All of us talking in the last 5 minutes has been heard. One second. 1 second before we begin the art. Okay, got script. Auction for 2 meat buttercups is up for $102. Really? What? I would have bought that for 50 cents. $102, man. Wow. I guess people actually recognize the value of those. There's like a valuable game in there, huh? Ooh, I love this song. Man, playing all the... Speaking of Zero Time Dilemma, the creepy songs are getting played today. Well, I like that. I like creepy music. Boy. The part of 999 where this song plays. Love that part. Love that game. Alright. Let's start drawing. Let's see. Just gotta lay out the page. So, How are you guys all doing? Welcome to Stream as Usual. How's the? Tell me if the music is too loud or too quiet. I guess. I could listen to the stream myself in my headphones, but it's so distracting to do that. Those bonus games as a freebie was a good idea. So Skittles, is it out of your price range now? It's too bad. Those peanut butter cups are good too. Well, I don't know. Maybe not the white chocolate ones. That brand is good. Wait, hold on a second. I'm sorry. I'm looking at my script and I don't know what I'm looking at. What was that? What did I mean to be on that panel again? One second. Well, you know what? I can just wing it, I guess. Boy, that's so weird. I drew that script page this morning, and now it's so messy that I can't even remember what I meant to be in that panel. I don't remember. It's all about DK Junior Math. Yeah. How much is DK Junior Math worth? Ugh. Or peanut butter cups? Both. I need to know both. Oh, I forgot my eraser. Hold on. I haven't had a good peanut butter cup in a while. $70? Oh. $70, eh? I see. Do, 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 do. I like this song. Is this the Wrecking Crew? $70, huh? And then that whole package is up to... Yeah, I love it too, Tam. How far are you in Zero... What, you lobe it? I also lobe it. I agree. I lobe it too. How far are you in Zero Time Dilemma now? Maybe replay that game sometime. Dude, maybe I'll stream it. Do you Lisa lobe it? Remember her? Your ears lobe this song? That makes perfect sense. You reset it because you had forgotten everything? Yeah, I mean, probably should start over. That's probably a good idea. And you can power through that stuff you've already done, like, pretty quickly. I would think. Should you stream it? Yeah, sure. Yeah, you should stream it. You should stream that, Tam. Why not? I mean, maybe you know, I suppose you could make the argument that that might be the kind of game you want to really focus on, and the stream might be a distraction. So I don't know. Yeah, you should play that Skills. If you get a recap, you forgot everything. Well, there's ways to do that. You can get a recap. But don't ask me, because I'm not spoiling it. You 1 or 2 viewers? I mean, yeah. I mean, there are people that do stream it. Just depends on whether you want to deal with. Even if you don't have any viewers, just being on stream could be a distraction. That might make me pause a little bit before thinking about streaming it. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess not every game needs to be streams. We're back to normal. You can hear Jennifer yakking away in the background. Everything has returned. Order has returned to the world. That's right. Rainbow. Calming white noise. Did you hear that? Did you hear that laugh? Oh. Is this me or is this someone else? Oh, this is me. Oh, this is the Pocket Bomberman music. Yeah. Sapphire Dream made me play. Remember that? Those are good times. That was a cool game. Pocket Bomberman. Platformer Bomberman, you know? That's pretty different. See about Terry in Smash? I did see that, yeah. Well, I watched a video of it after because I missed the actual Nintendo Direct. But did they just simply like announce him and then like just post video of old Fatal Fury games? Or is it just me? Let's see. I'm just trying to decide where these panels should go. Made a new version of the classic Art of Fighting type Neo Geo intro. Oh, that was new? With the sprite art, but you believe it was new? I didn't even realize that was new. Wow. That's cool. Honestly, didn't realize that was new. Well, that's certainly cool. Oh, I love this song. The various SNK characters. Trying to catch the letter of invitation. Oh man. You know what? I wasn't paying close enough attention to that, I guess. Because I assumed it was just the old... Man, I gotta go back and rewatch that again. That's kind of awesome. Geese falls off the building. You know, I want to go back and rewatch that. Here, let's all watch it together. I missed the Nintendo Direct, but you know I heard a few things like Animal Crossing and what was the other thing? Oh, Deadly Premonition 2. That's very exciting. This is very exciting. Hold on. Let me just set this up. We'll go back to that in a second. Hold on. Little break from the art. Not only do you get art on this stream, you get... Oh, look, it's a Neo Geo. Wow. You get... that sounds. I recognize that. Not only do you get art, you get Nintendo Directs. We got everything here. Of course, invited to Smash. Not actual gameplay footage. Falls off the building. They're all trying to get the invitation to Smash. Aw, she couldn't get it. They should have brought, what's her name, Nakoruru? Was that it? To Smash. Oh, that guy. Oh, he missed. Remember that guy? What about Mai Shiranui? Where's Mai?
Hey, come on!
Hey, come on! Faces the Fury. Now in development. Nice. No, yeah, but I mean, that's the disappointing thing. No Mai in there. I guess she's too sexy. So yeah, see, that would have been my first choice of let's put a character in Smash from Fatal Fury. I would have went for Mai. Good old Mai Shiranui. See, here's her evolution. Apparently. There she is in 3D. I didn't know that these games had 3D. Oh. What games are those? Well, anyway. Oh, I'm supposed to use this one to go to the desktop. Oops, I forgot. Well, anyway. Get out here, Iori. Dude, that is really cool. That is really cool, actually. Yeah, he is a face of the franchise, I guess. You know, for people that remember the franchise. Bare Knuckle. King of Fighters. I never really played any of the King of Fighters games. I played the original Fatal Fury games, like 1 and 2, and like a little bit, but not too much. I watched the anime, the Fatal Fury anime. It was alright. 2 regions she couldn't get in. That's a shame, man. I don't know, it just seems wrong to not have Mai in there. The best English quotes. Like this one. Whoa, what's with that art? What's with that art? That's not real. That's not real. That's not. Who made... Where did that come from? That's not from the game. It's real? From what? What is it from? Wubba wubba, I'm in the pink today, boy. Really? To what? The original Fatal Fury? Wow. That's hard to believe that's real. That's crazy. That's so weird. One of them? Huh. That must have been from the joke Fatal Fury game. That doesn't seem real. I don't know. I'm not sure I believe it. Still, Leo's trolling us. I mean, like, combined with, like, that weird
victory, like the drawing of him that looks like it's purposely creepy. It's just barely comprehensible in English. Well, yeah, I mean, I'd like to see what game that comes from. Okay, let's see. That there. Well, anyway, what else? Was there anything else announced at Nintendo Direct that was cool? Because like I said, I missed most of it. I sort of came in towards the end when they were just talking about Animal Crossing. And I had to show it to Jennifer because she loves Animal Crossing. She was excited. She's like, oh, it looks so cute. You can play 8 players. She's very excited that you could play Animal Crossing with friends. I mean, I think you could do it before, kind of, but this looks more freeform, I guess. Pokemon. I didn't see that. I mean, that's cool. I'm not really super interested in Pokemon. But, and that Game Freak Game Town. So Game Freak is making a new game? Oh, that's cool. What town, huh? Is it like Animal Crossing-y? Town. Sounds Animal Crossing-y. Is it a long-awaited sequel to Appletown Monogatari? Appletown Story? The little computer people? Finally gonna make a sequel to that? Like an RPG? Okay. I guess. And I mean, what did they show? And barely comprehensible Spanish and Portuguese for that instance. What? Oh, for Fatal Fury? This pencil's too short. I need more pencils. Wow, Spanish translations. They were terrible? I can only imagine, you know, that's another side of the thing I would not know about. Ooh, this song's good. Gunstar Heroes. Did you guys get a lot of bad translations, Tam? We did too. We have that in common. The ending storylines for this game are the most bizarre, unintentionally hilarious shit. I don't really remember. I mean, I do remember like renting like Fatal Fury 2, and like playing through the storylines with some of the characters, but I don't really remember much from it. I don't really remember much. I feel like it was. That's right, Tam. I mean, I guess I have to. If Mr. Leo's claiming it's real, I guess I have to believe it. I mean, clearly, it's real. It makes it funnier to you. It's hard to believe. Yeah, I mean, It's got to be some kind of weird translation. I don't know. It's funny. It's funny that I didn't even remember that. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Is that? Do you at least know if that's one of the mainline games, or? Because what was there was like there was Fatal Fury 1, Fatal Fury 2, Fatal Fury Special, and then did they make any more? Then it was just King of Fighters. It's Terry's ending story. Oh, it's his ending story? Okay. That makes a little bit more sense. I was thinking it was like some sort of victory quote, and that seemed really weird. I would like to see it in context. From Fatal Fury Special. Yeah, you know what? Let's watch it together. Let's find it and let's watch it. Fatal Fury. I think, isn't that one like known for being crazy? I sort of remembered like that being on Game Center CX. And I was gonna say Team Hard. Arino trying to play through it and being super hard. Terry Bogard ending. Is that's gotta be on YouTube. That's gonna be on YouTube, right? Okay.
Fighting Master.
Hold on. This doesn't have like story stuff in it though.
Terry versus
What? I'm looking at this. No, there's no. Terry Bogard ending. Fatal Fury Special Neo Geo all ending. Okay. That'll work, I think. Hold on. We gotta check this out. Is this it? What? This is not it. This is not where your picture comes from. Unless you can get more. Unless there's more endings. Might be a win quote. Terry Bogard win quote. Alright. Well, I don't know if we can. I hope that we can find that, but. Would it be on here somewhere? It's a Fatal Fury Special. Take that, Tung Fu Roo. Okay. This guy. Oh yeah, it is. That's the same picture. The pleasure was mine, Master Tam. He's talking to you, Tam! Master Tam. Oh yeah, maybe it is on here somewhere. Okay. Yeah, I guess so. Wow. Wubba wubba, I'm in the pink today, boy. That's pretty hilarious translate. Okay, yeah, so it is from the game. It's a win quote. Wow, that's crazy. That's funny. That is pretty funny. Boy, I didn't believe it. I gotta admit. It's just... I guess they just got... They were trying to give him some sort of Western expression, and they just didn't quite get it right, huh? Gonna rape Rampage. Terry Bogard would never do that. That's not in his character. He's a good guy. Don't you badmouth Terry Bogard. Do you know we're members of the Terry Bogard fan club here? I don't have any Fatal Fury music on my playlist. I should get some. Weird stuff like that. Oh wait, now I want to go back and play more SNK games. That sounds like fun. Played some of them. Played like Samurai Showdown. A couple of those. I don't think I ever bothered to play Art of Fighting because it seemed lame even back then. Fatal Fury music being especially good. I don't really remember either. There must have been some good music, but not as good as this music from the Super Nintendo classic Legends. Not that good. Art of Fighting 3 is pretty good. It's got a very good animation. Oh, I guess I've never seen that one. Should go back and play some SNK fighting games sometime. That would be a cool stream. Just play SNK fighting games. So anything else cool in the Nintendo Direct? Did anybody watch it? Did anybody watch the Nintendo Direct? The new Deadly Premonition game looks very exciting. I wonder if they got the guy who did Agent York back, the voice actor. That'll be awesome. Hey, Briggan, what's up? How's it going? How are you doing, Briggan? You watched all of it? Mr. Leo, tell me about it. There must have been some other exciting things, right? There must have been something. A remaster for Jedi Outcast? A remake no one asked for. I mean, sure, they gotta remake everything. That's what the gaming industry is now. It's just remakes. Right? Hey, here's another Bomberman game music. What's Jedi Outcast? I never heard of that. I don't know what Jedi Outcast is, I must admit. I'm sorry. Was that on the Nintendo Direct? The Jedi Outcast? Because Leo had to explain to me that there's a thing called Nintendo Direct. Oh, you're not tuned into the Nintendo Direct, huh? I'm not a big Nintendo guy, I guess. I mean, I guess I am a medium Nintendo guy. Oh yeah, I saw the ad for the new Xenoblade. You know, that's cool. I still have my copy of the old one for the Wii. Should find a way to stream it sometime. Let's play the original. But that's the game I need to catch up with, because I played Xenoblade Chronicles X without ever playing the mainline Xenoblade Chronicles games, so I really should figure out the game from the Switch from September 5th. Oh, okay, that's cool. Super Nintendo games, that's cool. You know, I mean, I think that's I don't know. I guess that's good. It's an FPS sort of in the Doom era. Oh, Jedi Outcast is? Oh. Doom 64 coming to Switch? Doom 64? That's cool, I guess. I have much more affinity for the original PC version, but I mean, I guess that's cool. I'm not super. You like Nintendo, so turned on your Switch for a very long time. Yeah, neither have I, Skittles. You know why? Because it's fucking. Because first of all, somebody was using it to play Fire Emblem for the last month, and then certain somebody broke it. I haven't touched my Switch either in a while. I hope that one day I get it back again so I can touch it. So I can like throw it in the water and break it again. These assholes at Bethesda. Huh? What'd they do, Tam? Why? What happened? Famicom Detective Club remake? Oh, that's awesome. I want to play... Does that game have a translation? Famicom Detective Club? You know, I think that's actually coming up pretty soon in Fliptendo. That's a game that... I saw it... I saw the Game Center CX episode for it. It looks like a really fun game. And I would really like to play that. I just hope it has... It's another one of those, like, detective games. But it looks like a fun one. You're gonna steal Doom 64 EX? Okay. What the hell happens? I don't know. What you tell me, Tim. I'm not really quite sure what you're talking about, to be honest. What did happen? Maybe able to get your hands on a twin Famicom for kind of cheap. Oh, twin Famicom? Is that is that like with that thing that has the FDS included? We saw one of those at we saw those in Japan when we went. Defender's Quest, eh? Okay. With my Switch. Oh, with my Switch? Oh, Tim. Oh, well, certain person who will go unnamed, but was not me, dropped it into the bathtub. It got water damage, and we had to send it back to Nintendo. I guess you missed that story, Tim. It got sent to Nintendo, and they're gonna fix it for like $100. Is what they said. So hopefully it will be. Hopefully we'll get it back soon, and it will be fixed. You know. Yeah, by an unknown person. Well, you know, it wasn't. It's a known person, but you know, it's like we're not quite sure who it was. It's sort of like a Schrodinger's cat situation. Like it. The real truth of the situation remains shrouded in quantum space. FDS and SC1 system. Yeah, that must be real convenient. Like if you want to, like, you know, start collecting these Famicom games and playing them, I bet that's a convenient thing to have. Yeah, it could have been Nana Cider. She might have been playing Mario Kart in the bathtub, as she likes to do. Really got to tell her to stop doing that. You know? Nana Cider, stop playing Mario Kart in the bathtub. You know, those things happen. I know, and you know, if and when we do get the Switch back, perhaps we'll have a no playing Switch in the bathtub rule. Perhaps. And you know, I think I have done that before. I think I have once or twice played Switch in the bathtub. Just once or twice. I've definitely used my iPad in the bathtub. You're afraid to do anything like that? Well, apparently you should be, Tam. Apparently, that's a good idea. You should be afraid. It's something that, it turns out, bad things can happen if you have a little accident. Brilliant! Let's all say Brigand's name loud. Brigand! Brigand, it's too bad you weren't around when I was playing Wizardry, because you could have been the thief. You got a great name for a thief. Brigand, come on. Oh. What's Defender's Quest? Wait, where's my reference for this? Boy. I'm missing a piece of this outfit. Oh, I remember. It was in this chapter. This one. It must have been this one. No, it's definitely in this one. Oh, what's the song? Hey, Mushi Suime Sama Atari. I think it's got cool music. It's got really cool music. I know, that is racist towards brigands, I'm sorry. My bad. I gotta take sensitivity for training when it comes to brigands. I still get a lot to learn. I'm trying to figure out what the outfit looks like. I know there's a good panel of it somewhere. I'm trying to see detail. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Okay. Wait. Oh, I see. Ah, okay, that's what it is. Alright. Okay. Hope they fix it. Yeah, you know, I need to get some of the new characters in Smash. I haven't got them yet. I want to play as Terry Bogard, I guess. I heard that Dragon Quest Hero guy is like really strong. People are complaining about him. I heard that. Yeah, you guys, right? Yeah, you guys all died in Wizardry. Brigand, you missed it. You could have died in Wizardry. I could have teleported you into a wall. My party got teleported into a wall by me. I made a little mistake. Am I talking to you? I am talking to you. I was just talking to myself before, but now I'm talking to you directly. Cam, how's it going? You can't hear me? What? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Hold on. Really? Is the audio that bad? Hello? You can't hear me? Really? The music is too loud? Oh. I think I have it turned up to full volume. Normally it's at half. Okay, how's that? Sorry, has it been bad the whole time? I've been talking, yeah. Oh man, I knew I should have checked it. Now I'm gonna have to check it. Man. Friggin' years. Sorry, I didn't know. I mean, I thought one of you guys would tell me if it was, like, too loud. Oh, I guess you, kind of just did, but... Hello? Fucking ad for Spyro. Get out of here. I'm trying to listen to my own stream, stupid Twitch TV. Shut up, Spyro. Nobody asked you. Get out of here. Go away. That's true, you do say that. That's why you ignore it, Skittles. But see, you're supposed to be able to hear me. That's the point. Oh, it's me, alright. I wonder if I'd like the Spyro games. Maybe I'd like the original one. Hello? Testing. Hello? That seems better, right? Okay. I'm hearing it after the volume change. Does this seem good, guys? It seems good, right? Hi, this is my voice. I'm talking. I am just talking now. Voice test. How does this sound? Alright, I'll turn it down a little more. You love the old Spyro games? Among your favorite PS1 games? Wow, really? Yeah, I wonder if I would like them. I mean, I feel like it's probably much more likely that I would like the early ones, especially the PS1. Well, because doesn't his game span like the PS1, the PS2? I remember I was at my cousin's house, like I think this is like 10 years ago. This is like a long time now. I was at my cousin's house, and they were playing a Spyro game, and I remember watching and thinking, like, this game seems dumb. Like, I don't know, and it seemed really, I don't know, it seemed stupid. I think it was one of the later ones, though. I'd hate them. I might like the early ones, though. Like, I like everything on PS1. Everything on PS1 is good. It's like the PS1 there's something magic about it. Like, everyone who put games out on it, it's like games got +3 awesomeness for being on PS1, but then the PS2 era, they lost that inherent bonus. Anyway, I feel like I might like the earlier ones, maybe. I don't know. Should check those out sometime. Or maybe not. I don't know. You know, there's just too many games. Now the music is too low? Really? Oh, because it's Sega? I'm gonna turn it up slightly. Yeah, Sonic R Racing, we didn't even hear that loud. There's an awful lot of crap. Yeah, well, you know, I mean, the PS1 suffers from... It was so cheap to make games for because of the CD system, and it was so popular. There's a ton of garbage. But the Famicom song is so stupid. Dude, this song is just pure good. It's just pure awesome. There's nothing stupid about this song at all, Tam. Don't even. You don't have to like this unironically. This is great. This is just a great song. Yeah, no, I mean, like, I know the PS1 has like a ton of crap, but it's still like a magic era. Like, a lot of games that are like mediocre in the PS1 are just better than they would be in other systems. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I don't know. I think going back and playing PS1 games now, you know, we've gone back and we've had PS1 specials, and the more I go back and play them, the more I realize there's just like something special about those games. I do think like a big part of it is just the soundtrack for PS1 games. There's so many that are, I don't know what it is, there's so many that are good. I don't know why exactly, but for some reason there's just something in the culture, like, or maybe it was the time, the 90s, but the mid-90s, like every not every, but a lot of PS1 games have goddamn great music. Like, oh, it's so good. We go back and like we play even like weird, obscure games, even games that aren't great, you know, but maybe like mediocre, still have awesome music. And you know, the Super Nintendo and NES have a lot of great music too. It was one of the better libraries. Well, you know, Skittles, when you have a huge amount of games, then the percentage of crap is going to be high. But it also means there's going to be more great games. I mean, if you just forget about like the percentage, like the amount of crap, the amount of like really good, awesome games on the PS1 is huge, and I think it competes well with like the NES and Super Nintendo. And if you want to talk about like what PlayStation system has the most good games, then it's the PS1. Like, isn't it? Like, by a landslide, I feel like. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know exactly how the PS2 era feels like it was probably really strong too, but I'm less familiar with PS2 games. There's a lot of cool PS2 games as well. I know some people feel the same way about the PS2. Like some people really love the PS2 era. The PS2 had a lot of the same advantages as the PS1, and there's a lot. They're both, you know, PS1 and PS2 are both really cool systems, and it sort of feels like to me like the modern era of games where like stuff started to change, and I guess like a lot of the shit that started to happen where video games started to suck, like mobile, corporations sort of taking over, everything getting more corporate. Game development getting too expensive, Japanese games kind of falling off. A lot of the things that like were started to suck about modern games happened with the PS3 era. So like PS2 was almost like that was the end of the golden age, kind of. Yeah. But I just don't know PS2 as well as PS1. I'd love to go back and play like a bunch of PS2 games, but I can't emulate them. So I need a better computer for that. And eventually we'll be able to do that. I mean, there's plenty of other games for me to play now, so I'm just biding my time. This Super Tennis song was too low. Wasn't it? PS2 had a lot of trash. Yeah, well, you know, I mean, every game system has a lot of trash. I don't know. I mean, the portable systems like DS had a lot of trash too, and the Wii especially had a lot of trash. I don't know. I think modern systems probably have a lot of trash. Like, I just don't. Maybe the modern systems just have a lot less games, so it doesn't seem. And the game development is more expensive now, and a lot of the worst garbage, maybe it goes to mobile now. So maybe like, I honestly don't know. It feels to me like with modern systems like PS4. I'm not really sure about the Switch, like with PS4 with the Wii and Xbox. Like, there's probably a lot of garbage that I just don't even know about. Due to Sega dropping out of the market. You know, that's probably not 100% untrue. There's probably a little bit of truth to that. Like, I think that might have hurt the overall market, having Sega drop out. Cam is more of a Sega Go fan. Oh, why does that say X Ronda? Is that what it's called somewhere else? Ranger X. Pretty good soundtrack. I recognize this now. Soul Blade, Soul Edge, Hot Shots Golf, Mina no Golf. Everyone's golf. Mina no Golf means everyone's golf. I didn't get that. In those, what do you mean by those consoles, Tam? In what? PS1? PS1, PS2? The Sega consoles? Metal Gear Solid? You said Metal Gear Solid's awesome. Metal Gear Solid's so good. PS1 and PS2? They're such good systems, Tam. One of these days you gotta give them another chance. They're just really good systems. X-Ronja's the Japanese name. X-Ronja. I can see why they changed it. Ranger X might be a better. I don't know if X-Ronja. Ranger X might be a better title. I like names of things that have X in them because it's cool. X's are cool. Remember when porn used to be rated X and now it's NC-17? I guess they changed it because rated X sounded too cool. But that's fucking stupid. They should have loved it rated X. I miss rated X. You need to bring back rated X. Rated X is just like, it just makes you want to see that movie if it's rated X. Which is good. I think that's good because, you know, it's good for the kids. I miss rated X. Those were better times when we had rated X. We had Rated X and we had Ranger X. And Ranger X was Rated X. Cam's been using Brand X. Oh no! I don't remember what that reference is from. That's why he's my #1 guy. Oh, is that a Batman? Oh, that's a Batman reference. Now I get it. Now I remember it. Uh-oh, he's been using Brand X. Love that Joker. Hey, Asian Waste, what's up? You were in the Wizardry team, Asian Waste. You were in the replacement team that did not get used. Oh, we didn't talk about this, but I mean, I guess you guys all know now. Just in case you don't, I think you all do. But I won Wizardry. I beat it. Some of you went to bed. Some of you might have missed it, but we had a disaster. We beat the final boss in Wizardry, and then I tried to teleport back to town. I accidentally teleported into a wall because I didn't understand the teleport system. I teleported into a wall, and I killed the entire party, and they were wiped out, and I thought they were gone forever because that's what I thought happens. We teleport people into a wall, but it turns out, after like spending like about an hour like making a replacement party and going back and like starting to level them, I then realized, oh wait,
the dead bodies of my old party are still in town. I can resurrect them and win the game immediately. So then we then proceeded to win the game. But for like about, well, it was probably more like a half hour. For about a half hour, we thought we were gonna have to start the whole game over. You wouldn't hit a man with the glasses, would you? I like the, yeah, just keep making Batman references. That is the best Batman movie. I like the new one with Heath Ledger, but that is the best Batman movie. It'll always be the best. The movie's so good. Yeah, Asian Waste was Benchwarmer Party. Tam was on the new Benchwarmer Party. He did not get to be used. He was going to be an awesome samurai. Because you saw Salty Stream Party Wizardry 5 and that game is masochistic. Yeah, I know, that sounds cool. I want to play Wizardry 5. Well, Wizardry 1 is, I guess you could, I don't use that word, but I guess you could call it, I mean, it's hardcore. But yet at the same time, Wizardry 1, I mean, it's hardcore, but it's also, like, it has exploits that make it very, very manageable. It has the whole reset thing. Like, you can reset during the middle of combat and undo any bad thing that's happened to your party. So it's really not, but you hated every second of being there for the fact that you were there. Oh, Tam, you miss out on all the fun. So I mean, like, Wizardry 1 is very manageable, and the cool thing about it, it's also like really short. Like, you can play through it fast. It's a cool game. Like, I had a lot of fun playing through it. But yeah, even though you can reset bad things and get out of like death, you can cheat death, as it were. If you happen to mess up and don't reset in time, or something bad happens and you let it happen, or you get trapped or whatever, or if you use the amulet of teleportation wrong and teleport into a wall and don't reset within a narrow time frame, then your party is dead and they could be unrecoverable. Although it turns out that the Famicom version lets you recover them, and I'm positive that that's not the case in the computer version, because, you know, based on the information I could find, it seems like if you teleport into a wall, your party's supposed to be gone and not recoverable. So we lucked out. I almost had to replay through the game. If I had to replay through it, it wouldn't have been so bad, because it's a short game. It's honestly, it wouldn't really have been that big of a problem. Like knowing how to play through it now, I could probably play through it again in like 6 hours tops, I think. Probably even less than that. I could grind a party up to like level 13 again. So it's really not that hard. It's pretty short, and you don't even have to explore most of the dungeon. Like, if you know where to go and what to do, there's very little you have to actually do. But, I mean, I liked it. I want to play more of the Wizardry games. It'll probably be a long time before I ever get to 5, but... Ternary game, eh? Hey, Tam? Cool. Tam here is finally playing the third Zero Escape game. That's pretty awesome. Yeah. Love that series. I'm glad they got a third game. The third game was not everything I wanted it to be, but it was still really cool. It did at least answer some questions. It was a pretty cool game. And I love that series. I gotta go back and play that dude, Uchi Koshi's. I gotta play his earlier games, like Ever 7 and Never 11. No, Never 7, Ever 11, and whatever the other one is. I gotta play those. Yeah, this is... Man, all the music from, especially 999, the first one, the soundtrack is excellent. Virtue's Last Reward, the soundtrack is also pretty excellent. Maybe like slightly less good, but still really good. And then Zero Time Dilemma, I thought the soundtrack was not quite as good. They did reuse a lot of music from the first two games, and the first two games have amazing music, but the actual like original music was a little not quite as good, but still okay. You actually playing 999? Oh, you are, Tam? Are you playing through all 3 games right now? You're playing all the games? I don't like this face. I gotta redraw it. Hold on. This face is right. Doing a random puzzle? Hey, well. Good luck, Tam. Use your brain. I'm sure you can figure it out. Yeah, overall, the soundtrack in the first game was the best, and the third game probably was the weakest. The first 999, that first one, but the soundtrack is like really fantastic, like really excellent. Notary Games is the first 2 in the collection, right? Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I'm not really too familiar with the collections. The first one is called 999. 9 doors, 9... I don't remember exactly. It's like something like 9 doors, 9 deaths, 9... Oh, 9 persons, 9 doors, 9 deaths, I think? Something like that. But 999 for short. The second one is called Virtue's Last Reward. Yeah, Virtue's Last Reward. And the third one is called Zero Time Dilemma. And if you look it up on there, I'm sure it'll say which ones are in which. But you should, yeah, you definitely should get started. Man, they are really worth it. If you like story games, they're some of my favorite. You know, I'm not necessarily like the biggest visual novel person. I like some of them. I mean, I mainly just like the ones that have, you know, some gameplay, and I like the ones that have like lots of death, like tension and just death. The ones that like are like some form of like game of death. I'm a sucker for that stuff. So like 999, the Danganronpa games, and then this doesn't have as much death, although it does have murders. But Phoenix Wright, I love those games. Those are just really well done, clever games. Ghost Trick is really good. Did you see the remastered Bard's Tale? You know, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. What's remastered Bard's Tale? When did they do that? I've actually never played a Bard's Tale game. Never played that. I didn't play a lot of those as a kid. I didn't play a lot of those as a kid. Yeah, let's see. For dungeon crawlers, I was more into like the more Final Fantasy style RPGs generally. But you know, when I was really young, I did play some of the. I played a little bit of like some of the really early kind of like the D&D game for computer. I played that a little bit, and some stuff like that. Shibuya 428 Shibuya Scramble. What's that? I don't know what that is. 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. Is that how it goes? Okay. Yeah. I mean, as long as you know it's called 999, that's all you need to know. I still think it's best to play it on the DS if you can, but, you know, it's a lot easier to get it on computer, obviously. Okay, that looks good, I think. Spike Chunsoft original novel game, they use live actors for visuals. Huh. That sounds different. Ooh. Sort of prefer the anime graphics, but I'd be willing to give it a try. I mean, you want to play that? Playing it in the 3DS. Who put Isaka? The song? Oh, King of Fighters music. Nice. Mr. Leo. This song sounds pretty cool. Yeah, I like this one. I haven't heard a lot of this music before. CD-ROM Sega CD games, but actually pretty good. Oh, the Spike Chunsoft game? Oh, I see. Well, you know, those old Sega CD, like, those like CD-based, what are they called? FMV games. I kind of like a lot of those. Well, I like some of them. Like, they're fun to mess around. Like, they're kind of, they've got charm now, you know? I feel like the charm on those has kind of grown over the years, and they're just funny. So I feel like Night Trap is really funny. Night Trap's an entertaining game. I enjoyed playing through that game. It's just entertaining. And also, like, it helps that, like, the style of, like, acting and the style of movie that it is like kind of like a really entertaining bad B-movie thing that's just fun. Like, actually, it helps those games that a lot of them are really bad. That the actual movie making is just terrible. Like, that actually helps the entertainment value of all those games a lot. A lost bad 80s movie. Yeah, and bad 80s movies are great. Like, they're just great. They're fun. Bitter. Much of the end of the Sierra, their compulsion to go deep in that style. Well, yeah, I mean, that's another story, though, yeah. Well, Sierra, you know, they just couldn't survive when all the games were, like, going 3D. You know, they tried to go 3D too, and it didn't work, and they probably should have stuck with their own style, but, you know, at the time, people just didn't know that, you know? It looked like everything was going that way, and you can't really blame them. But Sierra, they did make their really strange King's Quest 8 3D game, like, which now, like, actually kind of seems a little bit interesting. Like, that King's Quest 8 game they made, it's almost a bit Kingsfield-ish. I kind of want to play it. I've never played it. R.I.P. Gabriel Knight. I never played a Gabriel Knight game. There's a lot of Sierra games I haven't played, and I'd like to go back and play a lot of them. If you ever watched a streamer called Retrograde Tom, he does like a lot of those kind of games. And it's pretty cool. Yeah, I was a fan of the Sierra point-and-click adventure style game. Those were fun, and I'd like to play some more of them on stream, you know, eventually. More King of Fighters music. Is this loud enough, or I feel like it's hard to hear? Maybe I should just shut up. No, it's probably a good volume. I don't want to be. The Asian Waste, you subscribed. Wow, hey. Asian Waste, thank you. I appreciate that. Alright, man. Have you subscribed before? Are you a new subscriber? Or are you, hold on. Yeah, you're a new subscriber, right? I'm gonna put you on my sub list. What the hell? Why not? Dude, well, I don't. Why was there no sub alert? Yeah, we got no alert. Huh. Sometimes the alerts just don't work, right? That's okay. Here, well, let me do the alert for you, okay? Hold on a second. I'm just gonna pause the music. Let's see. I forgot how it goes. Hold on, Asian Waste. Hold on, Asian Waste. I have this. Here, Asian Waste. This is for you, okay? You ready? Fucking play it, hurry! Computer. Oh, it's loading. In fact, let's play it twice. It's so good. It's on loop. Okay, that's for you, Asian Waste. There you go. They see we don't need alerts. I can play it myself. Totally worth it. You get 2. Yes, the 2 for the price of 1. We're having a special on alert sounds right now. You get 1. You buy 1, you get 1 free. So man, I didn't even advertise that, but you get it, man. You just get it. So congrats on that. We got a new person on the list, Asian Waste. You are now on the board. You're officially on the board. Congratulations. You get a free hour of request time. You can just let me know sometime what you would like to request, and I'll try to play it for you. And remember, guys, if you subscribe to my stream, you get free game time. Free game requests. I'll play any stupid game that you want me to play, even if it's terrible. I don't care. I'll waste my time playing any awful game. That's just the kind of guy I am. Well, thank you, Asian Waste. I'm glad I hope you enjoyed being on the bench. I was actually thinking about maybe like doing another playthrough of that game anyway with the secondary party just for fun. Because to be honest, like in a small part of my brain, like when I found out I could win the game, I didn't have to play through it again. I almost was a little bit disappointed, you know. So maybe I don't know. Maybe for the Fliptendo 400 game special, we'll revisit Wizardry and like I'll beat it again real fast. I'm sure Skills would love that. Skills is probably very excited about that. Oh, more 999 music. Ooh, Nonary game. Dude. Oh, I got... You guys putting... Oh, let me put one on. Oh, you got a lot of music on here. I'm going to put one on now. Oh, yep, that's a classic song. I can request songs to my own song requests. Let's see. And then... What's another good one? That's like my favorite one. Maybe Tinderbox? No. Okay, I put one on. Yeah, I'm respecting the queue. I'm respecting the queue. Pit Fighter. So we all think that the song request volume is like a good volume, right? Morphogenic Sorrow. You guessed wrong, Tam. That's a good one too, but no. That's actually no. The song I put on, I think it's my favorite song. It's my favorite piece of music. It's not a song. It's my favorite piece of music. It's not. It doesn't have vocals. That helps. That's a good one too, though. There's a lot of good music from that series. This tune is the only good thing about the game. Oh, about Pit Fighter. The Amstrad CPC version. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's funny. PL versus AA OST puzzles. Is that Ace Attorney?
Oh no, that is Bubbles. Professor Layton. Oh, that's the game I need to play next. Actually, that's the one that's like that I'm intending to play next whenever I get when I have time. That's an Ace Attorney game I still haven't played yet. I love the series, but there's still some that I need to play. I've only played 1 through 5. And then there's also like Spirit of Justice, right? And I haven't played that one either. I think I have it somewhere. I think. Or maybe I still need to buy it. Anyway. This sounds like TAM music, but Braden put it in. Of course. You know this song. That's cool though. You know, I haven't heard any of the Phoenix Wright versus Layton music. That'd be cool to hear some of that. Who else appreciates Super Hang-On? Well, you know, maybe a lot of people appreciate it. It's, you know, it's a classic. I'm not a big Super Hang-On person. I'm not a big racing game person. But I like the music. Try to do online Super Nintendo games, Super Mario Kart. Hey, that would be fun, actually. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so can you can play all those games online, right? The Nintendo Online? Ah, that is a good way to play, like, old games online, isn't it? I didn't think about that. You know, in fact, we did, didn't we? Wait, didn't we do that? Like, didn't we play a little bit of, like, when that first came out, didn't we play some NES games online? I feel like I played with somebody, something. I have a vague memory of, like, we did Ghosts and Goblins? Oh, we did 2-player Ghosts and Goblins? That's right, that was fun, yeah. And then, like, I forget, who was I playing with? Was I playing with you, Mr. Leo? And I think you gave up, like, really fast. Something else? I don't remember. Maybe Double Dragon? I feel like we might have played Double Dragon. Hey, that's a good idea. We should. Back when, there's this thing called Z-Battle.net, and you could play Super Nintendo games online with people. You know, I used to mess with that all the time. I would play a lot of Super Nintendo games online, especially Contra 3. I played way too much Contra 3. And like Gundam Endless Wing, no, Gundam Duel Endless Wing. Gundam Wing Endless Duel. We play a lot of that. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say that I played through like about half of Seiken Densetsu 3 with some random person, and I never did finish it. But I've always wanted to go back and finish that game. But it was really fun to play through that with some other person. I never played the original Secret of Mana multiplayer. But that would be really cool to play multiplayer though. Mario Brothers and oh yeah, Mario Brothers is fun to play. They had like a 4-player hack from Mario Brothers. They were like messing with that at AGDQ one of the years I was there. It seemed pretty fun. Resurrect those old satellite view games from Nintendo Online. That would be really cool if they did that. That would be really cool. Way overrated. You think so, Asian Waste? I don't know, man. Like, I don't have a lot of experience with it to say whether it's overrated or not, but like, it seemed like a really cool game when I was playing it. And everybody that I know that like has played it loves it.
Except for you now. They made the rules and the mechanics so rigid it might as well be a menu RPG. You think so? Well, is that bad? Well, first of all, is that even a bad thing? A reason for it to be a free-moving game. Well, you know, Secret of Mana is kind of like that too, in that there's a lot of like, the gameplay stops and you have to wait for the spell or the thing to happen. But I think that's part of the charm of the game, is that it's not entirely like an action game. Like, it's a hybrid game, and it has like the spells in a way are almost like turn-based mechanics. And I think that's part of the charm of the game. I don't think that's a drawback. I like that about the game. Is the special music new once you charge up? Yeah, do you still have to spend like forever charging them? Somebody told me that they changed that. And there was someone else who was telling me that's Seiken Densetsu 3 is one of their favorite games of all time. One of my friends. You get bars with every hit. That's probably an improvement. Like having to charge it up for like long periods of time, especially. Yeah, this song is cool. Having to charge it up for long periods of time in the original, well, in Seiken Densetsu 2, it starts to get a little bit ridiculous towards the end of the game where you're like charging up 8 and 9 bars at a time. So I don't know. I think that doing it that way probably makes more sense. It's probably an improvement. Not stellar either. Well, I still liked it. Like, it was still a cool system. It's just that the more bars you got, the more ridiculous it got. I do like systems where you like charge up attacks. It's just that Seiken Densetsu 2 sort of carries it to like too much of an extreme, you know. Never popular in the US. KOF. Yeah. I remember that being like really huge with people who love fighting games. SNK stuff, I never played a lot of it because you had to know people who were like into it, and I really didn't. Not like with Street Fighter or other fighting games. But I always wanted to get like more into those, and I just wasn't able to. I hit you, now you hit me, movement was so rigid. I don't know. I mean, I didn't really... I don't know. It's not my experience, but I haven't played it in a long time. The loading times? I can imagine, yeah. Well, I mean, it was a problem for a lot of PS1 games. It's funny, even that, like, now it almost seems charming to have a game, like, load with, like, a little loading. I used to love when they put, like, little mini games or had, like, little graphics. Like a little, just like the little cute little loading graphics. You don't really get that anymore for the most part. I guess Persona 5 did have that though. Persona 5 had like the flipping card. But you certainly don't see like a lot of Western games. Like Sonic Rush. Never seen this one. Oh, I see Mr. Leo. Find the flip to no screen, loading screen charming. Oh, you like that? Thank you, Script. Thank you, Skittles. Well, that is the idea. For the DS, gonna change my way. Today's date, today's new start. Yeah, I can't really understand these lyrics. Yeah, sometimes you gotta change your way. That's also there's a song from that reminds me of Persona 2. The theme song from that game is "Change Your Way." You can do what you wanna do. You can change your way. Something like that. Change your way. That's pretty good, Tam. I like it. And Tam, it's time to change your way. Don't be afraid. Change your way, Tam. Can chat choose the words in each bubble? Sure, Tam. Or sure, I mean Skittles. Sorry, I called you Tam. That's tier 3 sub only. That's right, Skills. You gotta be tier 3. You gotta be tier 3. Alright. Yeah, pick the dialogue for these two bubbles, alright? Skittles, it's your choice. Go ahead. Go ahead, pick the dialogue. There's 2 bubbles to fill there. This is special Skittles choice for dialogue. Oh. Is that what the game looked like? I'm looking at the picture for Pit Fighter on the Amstrad CPC. It doesn't look too much worse than the console versions, really. Already comfortable with the amount of money I give you? Well, if you're comfortable, Skittles. No, Skittles, I'm saying you can choose without being tier 3. Alright, I'll let you think about it, Skittles. This is like a special bonus for tier 1. For tier 1A subscribers. The Mona Pizza song. I know that one. I like that one. Hey, my song comes up next. This is very like European sounding. Almost a little too European sounding to me. The blop blop, the warbling. You had to order pizza, came to mind. Sure, when you get to order pizza, you think about Mona Pizza. Most reasonable people think about that. Any normal person would think about that. Dude, we just ordered pizza yesterday for me and the grandma. We usually end up we cook a lot of food for her, but it gets tiring to cook all the time. So we usually end up ordering food once a week now. So yesterday I just ordered pizza for me and the grandma, cheese pizza. She was okay with it. Oh, and I also got toasted raviolis. Those are good. And then today, for dinner, we made her Japanese curry, which she's had before. It's the second time she's had it. She sort of seemed to like it, kinda, the first time, but she might have just changed her mind and decided to hate it now, but she actually kind of liked it, which is surprising because she's a picky Italian grandma. But she actually kind of liked she liked Japanese curry. Yeah, see, I love this song. This right here is my favorite song. Or my favorite piece of music, I think. From the Zero Escape series. But there's a couple others that are really close, so it's not an easy choice. Yeah, the song is really good, isn't it, Tam? The song is really cool. And especially the way it's used in the games. Whenever they're talking about they're discussing a mystery and they're sort of somebody is figured something out and they're explaining something. and then they play this song. Like, that's just, oops, wait, this is supposed to be Bernadette. I'm drawing with the wrong hair. Yeah, this song is amazing. Yeah, they always bring this piece of music back because it's like one of the best pieces of music in the series, and it's just amazing. This works perfectly for those moments when somebody like has figured something out. I believe it's definitely used in 2 in Virtue's Last Reward. I believe you also use it in Zero Time Dilemma, although I don't 100% remember. They bring back a lot of music from the first 2 games in that one. Well, maybe not a lot, some. I mean, some of the iconic songs they bring back. Raid the book-offs? What are book-offs? What's that? Get this game soundtrack? You should get it. It's a really good soundtrack. Half-price books, but a crap ton more manga. Oh, good place to get soundtracks. Soundtrack hunting. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, I don't know if we went in one of those in Japan or not when we were there. Like, we could have and not realized it. Because we went in some places like that. They got a bunch of places like that in, like Ikebukuro. A lot of bookstores. Of course, they do elsewhere as well, but there was a lot in Ikebukuro. You got your Phantasy Star 2 OSTs? That's pretty cool. Yeah, the only problem with that is, you know, you can get them. I guess you're getting them really mainly for collection purposes. But, like, that style of media now, like, what do you do with, like, a CD, you know? There's no CD players anymore. Yeah. It's still cool, but it's cool to have. There was one that, let's see, no, I had a couple of Japanese soundtracks. I bought them, like, a long time ago. See, I had the soundtrack to Parasite Eve. I somehow managed to find somewhere. I think they had, I don't remember, like, I think they had a Japanese section in like certain CD stores in Chicago that I used to go to. So I got the Parasite Eve soundtrack. I still have that somewhere. Then I got the Escaflowne soundtrack, the Evangelion soundtrack, and maybe that was it. There might have been one more. The packing, the liner notes, yeah, that stuff is all cool. That's true. Akihabara is cashed out. You get the best retro stuff from book-offs or old video rental stores. Yeah, I mean, I kind of noticed that when we still went to, like, the last time we were in Japan, we still went to, like, Super Potato, and there was, we ran around Akihabara a bit, and there's still some cool places to go there to, like, get retro stuff. Like, there were some places that had, like, a lot of Famicom games to look at, and we ran around and we looked at a bunch of them. And that's where I got my Frontline. I got it from Akihabara, but you're probably right. I bet there's better places to go look now. Nakano Broadway. Supa is a little expensive. Super Potato? Yeah. But that's still like the well-known one. They're still around. What's this? Oh, this is Layton versus Ace Attorney. Okay. It's just cool to go there, though. You know, my second trip to Japan, a lot of what we did, maybe not a lot, but like, no, actually, a lot, yeah. A lot of what we did was
kind of just like go to places that we went the first time, that I went the first time, just for like nostalgia. Like, is this place still here? And some of the places we went to, like, were still there, and others weren't. Like, this is like a little thing that was sort of just like something that me and Jen, when we went there the first time, were excited about. But there was this store in Akihabara, not an electronics store, it was just a restaurant. There's a restaurant with like a big sign out front that just simply says, like in big English letters, it says meat. It's like one of those places that you go, you can grill your own. The mom and pop shop is now 7-Eleven. Well, when I like, so it's just like this place where they like, it's actually called, I found out the name of it. I got the business card because we didn't know the name of it before, but it's called like the Tukano Grill. And it's just like a place where you can like get grilled. They give you a grill and you can grill your own meat. It's like really good. But it just stood out to us because it had a giant sign in front that said meat, and that was a very big draw for Jennifer, that especially. She was very funny to her because she likes meat. So when we went back the second time, I was very happy to see that the meat store was still there. But there's also another place that we really liked. It was the Capcom bar. There was this Capcom bar, and that place had like gone out of business. So that was too bad. Yakiniku, yeah. Yokohama is a smell you don't miss. Is it like the fish market type thing? Yeah, Yakiniku that's good stuff. Pizza time, you went to breakfast time is not closed up. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, some of your memories will... Yeah, some of the things we remembered were still there, and some weren't. Is this my... Oh, it's this... From Jet Grind Radio. Jet Set Radio, of course. Is this song loud? I get the feeling this one might be loud. Let me check. Is this loud at all? Hello? Is this song loud? I'm talking right now. Hello? Jet Set... Maybe I'll just shut up and listen to this song. A little bit. That's okay. I'll just talk louder. I will just talk louder over the song. Sweet soul brother. I'm a sweet soul brother. That's me. Talking about me. Right, Skittles? Skittles knows. Skittles is also a sweet soul brother. When's the remake? Yeah, sure, I know. Dude, that would be cool. That would be cool. Or just a remastered version. Got stuck in the Xbox. I got backwards compatibility. No Xbone. Yeah, but they did release a port of Jet Set Radio for PS3. The first time I played Jet Set Radio was actually on the PS3. So, I mean, there were other ways to play it. Sega has lost its soul to the Yakuza. The Yakuza. It's been ported everywhere. Oh yeah. Here we go, Mona Pizza.
This here is Mona Pizza, makers of the world's best pizza. Fresh sauce and cheese galore. brought straight to your front door. This here is
Yeah, I like the song too.
makers of all tasty treats.
Buongiorno.
Pie pies, crispy, crunchy crunch.
Bellissima. Mamma mia.
Grab a hot slice and take a big bite. It's so good that you'll start a fight. Mona Pizza. Mona Pizza. Mona Pizza.
It's a pizza art. That's right. That's correct.
We got the big pizza dinosaur. We got the most souls in the world. Our friends are stuck in a sausage stand. We're everywhere, so you gotta give in. Mona Pizza's got nothing on us. Cause we've got 6,000 stores plus Pizza Dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
Pizza Dinosaur.
Pizza Dinosaur. Don't go to Mona Pizza. Go to Pizza Dinosaur, guys. Pizza Dinosaur, that's where it's at. Hey, NES Remix song. Oh, that's right, the NES Remix game. That game was fun. The NES Remix game. I forgot about that. Was that on the Wii U? Yeah, that was cool. Remember NES Remix? Wii U and 3DS? Yeah, that was cool. I like that game. What are the sound effects? Do 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 do. I like this song. This is like the title theme. Well, actually, this is a good request. Who put this in? Good job. Who was it? Tam. Tam, you're good at doing stuff. Tam, you're a good doer. You're a good requester. Good job. Good job, Tam. Throwback to NES and Nintendo. Yep, that's right. Which we like. It should have been 3DS first and foremost. Should not have been primarily home console release. Well, I don't know, why not? I played it on the Wii U. It was fun that way. Ooh. Okay, I'm not sure we're supposed to go on this panel. I gotta think about it. It made the Wii U look desperate? I don't know what you mean. Thinking about what should go in this panel. You know what? I need to thinking if I need another reference. Let's see. Okay. Oh, next is for me. Hey, that's pretty cool, Tam. Thank you. Yeah, this song is awesome. It's so good. Okay, let me just think about what I'm gonna draw for this panel. I just need like a background, a general background shot, but I'm not sure what to use. Mostly a series of games that were just merely good, sometimes great, but what the Wii U really lacked until Mario Maker was a killer app. No, I mean I don't agree with that though. To me, you can quibble about like what counts as a killer app, but to me, like it had Bayonetta 2. Like when it got that was the first real. But I mean, I feel like let's see. I mean, like. Well, I think it was perceived that way. Well, the thing is that during the Wii U's lifespan, it had the best, like without a doubt, it had the best library of all the systems. You know, I think, and I think I even started to prefer its library over the 3DS's. At about the point the Mario Maker came out. But it had a good library. It did. And maybe it didn't have the most amazing games, but it had a lot of really good games. I mean, it had Bayonetta 2, it had like Captain Toad, it had Mario 3D World, it had Pikmin 3. It lacks its Wii Sports. Well, yeah, or Sonic 1 and 2. Yeah, but you know the other systems didn't have that too. The PlayStation 4 basically had Bloodborne, and that's it. I mean, for me, like the other systems had even less. Is the thing, right? Like, I think that complaint about the Wii U is unfair because you don't you don't compare the Wii U to like the Super Nintendo. Like, you're comparing it to the systems of its time, and it had the best library of the systems of its time. PS3, the 360. No, it was mostly up against the PS4 and the Bone, I think. I think that the PS3 and 360 were winding down. No, the PS3 and 360 weren't they up against the GameCube? Wait, no, GameCube was PS2. No, Wii. No. Yeah, PS2 was GameCube. PS3 was Wii. The PS3 and 360 were up against the regular Wii. The Wii U was, for the most part, it was up against PS4 and Bone. That gen had the Switch, but the Switch is still pretty new. The Switch has like only been out like 2 years, and PS4 generation has been like, I don't know, it's been like 7 or 8 years now. Whoa, what's this song? Rhythm Tengoku. I like this one. PS3 and Wii came out at the same time. Yeah, the original Wii, right? Right. I like this song. I'm saying that like I think the Wii U had a good library. Like it was a pretty strong system. I mean, Mario Maker was an amazing game too. Definitely was a killer app. But Splatoon, I mean, Wii U had the first Splatoon. Like that's one of the best games of the last generation to me.
And so was Bayonetta 2, and so was, Wonderful 101. When just system library in comparison to its generation, right? You judge it as whether it has games you want to play, period. Well, that's fair. I mean, the Wii U had a decent amount. Did it have as good a... Yeah, I mean... Well, here's the thing. Like, no system of this generation can compare to, the Super Nintendo. But, there's enough good games, where it's worth playing. Like, the PS4... Honestly, it was worth buying just for Bloodborne, because Bloodborne was that good. But it eventually got other good games that were good, too. I'm not... I don't regret getting the PS4. Is its library, is it even close to the Super Nintendo era? No, it's not even close. But there's enough. The thing is that games these days are so much longer that it's a good thing that in the NES era you would get tons of good games every year, but they'd be shorter. And now you get a few, but they're all really long. You like your Wii U too? They aren't moving systems, and they weren't. Yeah, I mean, but that was for a lot. It wasn't just because of the library. It was also because of marketing reasons. And I mean, the Wii U had a very good library. People just didn't give it a chance, I think. Yeah. Hey, this is from the Valkyrie no Densetsu game, the arcade game. Yeah, I like that one. I mean, I'm just saying it was a good system. For its time, it was the best system. That's all I'm saying. It's true. I mean, the Switch is the better system overall, and it has its library. Its library, it's been struggling a little bit with its library. But it did come out with some really amazing games. With Zelda, and then Mario, and then Splatoon 2, and ARMS, and Octopath Traveler. But that's on PC now. But it was exclusive for a while. But it's true that and Breath of the Wild that made a huge difference. Yeah, having a good an amazing launch game is very important. Wii U didn't really have that. Wii U did lack a really strong launch game. I thought Nintendo Land was pretty cool though. It was a pretty cool game, but it wasn't quite as good. I mean, this wasn't quite as amazing as some other things. But I mean, I do tend to rag on the modern systems because they generally just aren't as good as the older systems. But yet, I still have the modern system. They have enough good games that I want to play that I feel the need to own them. I mean, for Souls games alone, I would own modern systems. Yeah, I think this works for this panel for what I'm thinking of. Okay. Yeah. And I still really like Breath of the Wild. I think it was an awesome game. It was a really good new Zelda game. And it was different. Zelda needed to do something a little bit different. And they sort of went the open world route, which is kind of jumping on a bandwagon, but at the same time they took it and did it differently. Oh yeah, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, that's right. They're bringing that to the Switch? That's cool, because they never got around to playing that. Nice. Good. I didn't get around to playing that one on Wii U, so that's really good. That game looked cool. I never had a chance to play it. Oh, that's true. Wii U had a Zelda, but it was an older Zelda game. Yeah. Didn't really count as much. I think the biggest problem with the Wii U was just the name Wii U, which made it sound like an add-on to the Wii. People didn't really know what to make of it. They should have just had a... I mean, the Switch has a better name. That's the first thing. But it's also a better concept, too.
Like the tablet thing for the Wii U was cool, but not as cool as what the Switch is. Well, I mean, I don't know, maybe, but that's over and done with now. Yay, Super Adventure Island music. I liked it. You know, when I first got the Wii U, I liked it. I thought it was a cool system. Like, I liked it. The tablet was pretty neat, and you could do some really neat things with it. Oh, man. That's another game that, like, the first Monster Hunter I played was the Monster Hunter 3 port on Wii U, and that's still, like, one of my favorite Monster Hunters. The one on Wii U, because you had that tablet. Well, there was two big reasons why that Monster Hunter was so good. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate on Wii U. One, the tablet was like, it sort of brought the functionality of the DS with the two screens, like having the map, and that was just really useful. But more importantly, number two, you could play, the Wii U version could play with 3DS versions. So Jennifer had it on the 3DS, and I could play on the Wii U. She could play in the 3DS. We could like multiplayer together that way, and that was, and none of the other games you've been able to do that with. I mean, there's never been a Monster Hunter that's been on both portable and console at the same time. I think that I'm aware of. Because 4 and Generations were both only on the 3DS. But that was awesome. No, I think Asian Waste, I don't really agree with that. I think there's a lot of games that used it. I think the tablet, the whole idea of the tablet was like really cool, and there's a lot of games that like did a good job of it. Like the Platinum games, like the Wonderful 101 was like built around the tablet, and you know, and I don't know. I mean, like it's just basically like taking the tablet of like a 3DS and just like using it for like a console. It was a good idea. And modern, like, you know, even the modern systems still sort of have some version of that kind of functionality. No, I'm just saying there's games that used it, that like implemented it like well. I think Pikmin. I haven't played Pikmin 3, but I think it probably used that in pretty cool ways. I mean, a lot of the Wii U games, like that functionality was pretty cool, like came in handy. I put this song on here after watching TMR play through this weird Japanese strategy game, Jutei Senki. Wiimote only. Yeah, I mean that's okay with me though. I just think that it's a cool system. Like I think that, and the more important, like marketing is important for their bottom line, but to the overall gaming landscape, like it doesn't mean anything to us. It doesn't mean anything to me. It doesn't mean anything to like how the system will be remembered. You know. I mean, the important thing is that the system it ended up having like a pretty good library, and I think it'll stand the test of time. You know, once people find a way to like emulate its functionality. Oh, no new Pikmin? Well, I'm sure they'll eventually do something with it again. I mean, it hasn't been that long ago. I wish the Wiimote still worked with the Switch. I kind of miss the Wiimotes. The Wiimotes were awesome. Yeah, I wish those still, like they're so good for games, like for shooters, you know? Like it's such a great way to like the age-old thing of like, you know, how do you bring a shooter to a console and not have it be awkward? don't know, you can still do really good things with the Wiimotes. They should bring those back. And have them work on the Switch. Do-do-do-do. Do-do. Yeah, use it as a mouse. Have the console support keyboard and mouse? No! Don't do that, Brigand. I like the Wiimote better. Keyboard and mouse is a lame... You know, the Wiimote is just why would you use a keyboard and mouse and the Wiimote superior? Better yet, just like get a gun. I mean, the Wiimote is essentially like, you know, a modern light gun. Just like, you know, they should need a new gun peripheral. Keyboard and mouse. I'm thinking of stuff like Resident Evil 4, like with the Wiimote. That was really cool. Connect USB keyboard to Switch. You could do that, but I think that you shouldn't. Netflix was strangely one of the most popular platforms. Because just like a lot of people had Wiis, right? That makes sense. The Wiimote closer resembles a TV remote. Yeah, that was pretty cool. PD controlling NF with a gamepad. NF. Oh, I like this song too. Original Kingsfield 1. Wait, so what happened? I don't understand, Asian Ways, what you're saying. She was too used to a Wiimote, so she couldn't use a regular controller? To watch TV using a game controller. Oh. Okay. I mean, I don't like watching a TV on what? Like the console? Oh, because it resembled a remote? Okay. I see. Excuse me. Man, I love the Kingsfield games. They're so cool. I still need to play the third one. I still have to figure out what games I'm going to play for this October. For horror month. Yeah, for horror month. That's what I'm calling. That's what I call it. Horror month. It's not the most creative name, but it works. The thing to watch Netflix. We just always. I mean, yeah. We just always. I mean, we had my computer hooked up to the TV for like. We've had that for like a long time now. So we always just use my computer to watch TV. Like I haven't watched TV on a
well, not until very recently, until we moved in here, because Grandma still like wants to keep her old TVs and she wants to have like a basic cable package. I mean, when we were living in the apartment, we didn't even bother to have TV. Like, we didn't even have it. We didn't watch normal TV. We just watched everything on the computer. Now, you know, she has to watch her Wheel of Fortune on a normal TV. Well, we don't. Do we have? Yeah, I guess you do have cable. Man, we should just. You know what? I think we have a cable package. We should probably just like cancel it, or we should probably like skim it down or something. 'Cause all she ever watches is just Channel 7. That's all she wants to watch. My October Spectacular. Yeah, I've got to do that. Well, there's a couple of games I know I'm going to play for sure. We're definitely going to play that Evil Dead game on the PS1. We're going to play through that for sure. I'm looking forward to that. I play the Evil Dead game. I'm also like heavily considering playing Parasite Eve. And I was thinking maybe we could even play 1 and 2. Ooh. Katamari Damacy. I'm gonna maybe attempt. I might attempt to do some things to get the PS2 games to work, but if we can't emulate PS2 games, which we can't count on, we're gonna have to still be mostly stuck on PS1 games as usual. Unless there's like other systems that have horror games, Super Nintendo has Clock Tower, but we've already played that. Are there any other horror games for the Super Nintendo? NES has Sweet Home, but I think I'd rather save that for Fliptendo. So NES games are right out. I guess like old. There might be some modern games we could maybe play. Actually, there is one. I have Evil Within 2. The first Evil Within is one of the earlier games I streamed. I still remember I played through the whole game on stream, and there was large portions of it where I had no audience whatsoever. That was quite a while ago. But it was still fun, to play through that game. I really liked the first Evil Within. I have the second one, sitting over here. I think, right? Do I have that? Oh yeah. See, Evil Within 2. I had it. Probably this would be a good thing to stream, obviously, as far as a modern horror game. And then. Also, I've been wanting to try out that. There's this one game. There's this one game called Until Dawn that people talk about as being a fun horror game. I get the feeling from I've seen little pieces of it, and it seems like the kind of game I probably would not like, but it could still be fun to try it. So. I want to try. I guess those are the two modern ones I want to try. Evil Within 2 and Until Dawn. Yeah, it's called Until Dawn. So there's those. The PS1 still has the most things. There's still a bunch of things on there that we could play for Spectacular. There's Parasite Eve 1 and 2, and it might even be possible to do the third game. I could get a PSP emulator. I'd really like to play through the third one as well. Third Birthday. I've always wanted to try that game. Maybe. Till Dawn had a neat idea, but it's too teenage. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I get the feeling I'll probably hate the writing in it. I think that you might be right about that. I'm done trying to figure out what you will or won't like. Why? Why do you say that, Skittles? Because of Until Dawn? Why did you love Until Dawn? Was that your favorite game ever?
suppose that means that I just don't care for any of the characters. Yeah. The characters, like the writing, I just, here's the thing. I tend to just, like, when it comes to, like, modern, especially, like, Western developed video games, it's almost inevitable that I'll hate the writing style. I just don't like the way a lot of modern companies in the West write. I just don't like the way they write. Deadly Premonition? I love Deadly Premonition. Yeah, I love that game. It's incredibly random. It's fun to watch. I'm really not that random, though. Like, it's entirely predictable if you just know me. Skills. I mean, like, this is a very simple formula. Is the game made? Is it made in Japan? You know, is it made in Japan? If it's an older game, like PS2 or earlier, I'll just probably like it no matter what. You know, there's a good chance I'll like it. Is it a modern game? Is it made in Japan? Maybe I'll like it. Is it made not in Japan? Is it made in the West? Then I definitely won't like it. See, simple formula. I really like Deadly Premonition. When I learned Flip loved Doom, but then also loved the first Rayman, he was pretty surprised. I love both those games. Man, the first Rayman is so good, and then his hatred for Hollow Knight baffles you. I don't hate Hollow Knight. I just am kind of not a big fan of it. Like, I don't think Hollow Knight is like bad. I think the soundtrack is bad. But I mean, like, it's not just Hollow Knight. Like, I tend to not like anything that's made. Like, I don't tend to like a lot of indie games that are like, because most of them are like, most of the indie, unless they're like Japanese indie games, it's a simple formula. If it's made in Japan, I might like it. If it's made in America and it's modern, or like in the West somehow. You like Shovel Knight? Yeah, Shovel Knight might be an exception. I mean, I like Cuphead. There are exceptions. Like, Cuphead I thought was really cool. And Cuphead was made in the West. I mean, obviously it had a lot of Japanese, influence, but that was... Shovel Knight, I've played a little bit of. And I think it's pretty cool, but I'm not... I don't know how much I like it. Yeah, I don't like modern Metroids. Well, I don't use that term, but I don't like modern Metroid-like games I tend to dislike. Don't shake up the formula. Yeah, that's sort of it. I was made in the West, do I hate myself? Yes, I hate myself, Skittles. Man, if only I was made in Japan. Nah, you know. Where did my script go? I mean, I did like, what is it called? I like Bloodstains. And that didn't shake up the formula too much. It did some interesting things, but I mean, the main reason I liked it is because it had a good soundtrack. I mean, most games in the West, most games made in the West, like, you know, within a modern time frame, just don't have good soundtracks. Like, there's just something in the culture. Like, they don't... and you see the same thing with, like, movies. Like, movies don't have good soundtracks anymore. Like, from what I consider good. And that's really, like, that's probably the biggest reason why. But yeah, also, like, in terms of game design, like, a lot of modern Metroid-likes are... I don't like the way... There's things that... There's sort of trends they follow that I don't like with the difficulty and stuff like that. And I will say that, like, with Bloodstained, it really helped that it had a hard mode that made the game a lot more fun. That helped a lot. Otherwise, I'd probably be a lot more lukewarm on the game. I bet this song... Is this song loud? This is probably loud, isn't it? I'm going to turn this down a bit. I can just feel that that's loud. It's probably loud. Okay. I'll turn it back up for the next song. But that was loud, right?
Wait, no. That's not how I wanted it to be. So what I'm saying is, it's not that big of a mystery, Skittles, as to what I'll like and not like. I mean, yeah. I mean, I rambled at length about like why I hate Hollow Knight soundtrack. But game design wise, Hollow Knight is not bad. If it had a good soundtrack, like if you could just take Hollow Knight but then put a good soundtrack into it, I would probably like it a lot more. I probably would actually want to play through it. I mean, I probably would think it would have flaws, but just that one change, really it all comes down to soundtrack. I don't know. I just really like good soundtracks are just too important to me. Needed a mechanic or two to make it stand apart. Yeah, Hollow Knight is kind of, I mean, in terms of like its mechanics, it is kind of like a grab bag of what's popular right now. Souls-like mechanics, Souls-like storytelling, Metroid-like platformer, like Super Metroid-like design, but with like some more like Mega Man fast, air dashy kind of movements. Yep, it's got all that stuff. It's got all the stuff that's like popular. I mean, Shovel Knight kind of has that. Yeah, I know, this is a good one. La Mulana, there's an indie game I like. Once again, though, Japanese. And it actually has a good soundtrack. Like, it has a very good soundtrack. Yeah, what else is prized? What else surprised Mr. Leo? Doom and Rayman. Well, I guess, yeah. I mean, you would think. I mean, that's the thing. Like, Doom comes from an era where Western games had good soundtracks. Like, it's not like I hate all games made in the West, like in any era, or I just hate. It has nothing to do with the fact that it comes like where the game comes from. It's not really about that. It's just about the trend, you know. Like, in the time when Doom came out, like, I didn't necessarily have a preference between, like, you know, where a game came from, because games like from like all areas, like even PC games, lots of them had good music. But you know, that changed at a certain point. I feel like this one might be loud. I'm gonna turn it down even more. They mean very little to you. Yeah. Yeah, that's really the opposite for me. I don't like the way you do this panel. Fuck. Maybe we just need to have our hair go over eye. That might help. Yeah, you know, I mean, everybody's different, Skittles, so we're just different, you know. Maybe that's why it's hard for you to grasp what I like and don't like, because it does come down. Like, music plays a big role. I mean, it's not necessarily everything. I mean, there are games that I haven't liked the soundtrack that I've given good scores to, and vice versa. But yeah, I don't know. It's just something about like modern Western game design, the sensibilities and the trends, and what the things that, like, there's so many things that are common that they do that like annoy me and like just make me sad. When it comes to music, I mean, not necessarily. I mean, maybe you're like among our little group here, you are, but like in terms of like compared to the public at large, you're not the. You're more like. I think that's much more normal now. I think because a lot of modern media, you know, just doesn't have very good music, or music is just not the focus. You know, music is up. It's made to be more of a background element that is just less important. You know, and people are used to that. So I think people have been. I think a lot of like a modern younger people have sort of been trained to just not care about music. That's the way I see that. Yeah. I mean, sure, there's a lot of like people who, I think, like some people, younger people are probably a little bit more accepting of it, but there's plenty of people who will think it's pretty weird to put video game music on. Maybe that's fine. Like, that doesn't bother me. But yeah, I mean, I don't really care if somebody thinks I'm weird because of that. People can think whatever they want. That doesn't bother me, but it's like, the trends in like video game design, like video game developers and video game design, and what people think are important, and just music, just the way music is done, and like that bothers me in like a lot of modern Western game design. Like that makes it actively turns me off. It makes me want to avoid any game that follows that sort of sensibility. Oh boy, Persona 1. I love this soundtrack so much. You only barely like modern games more than you do. So play 95% retro and 5% modern. Yeah. I actually probably play more modern games than you do, Skittles. As much as like I'm. Well, because there's still like, I mean, as I said, it's just really with modern Western games, like modern Japanese games, I still like. I have some reservations. There's some worrying trends. I'm always worried that because you see with the modern Japanese games, you'll see more and more they're sort of like copying like Western styles, and like I always like even with like Zelda and like the open world thing and Super Mario, and like I always just like want to be like, hey, okay, don't copy it too much. Like if you become like Western games, you'll suck. Don't do that. Please retain your Japanese aesthetic and quality. But they haven't got to that point yet. But it always worries me, like, probably the bigger worry is just like mobile games creeping in. The influence of mobile game design and MMOs. The influence of those things really sucks. But I don't know. There's still good stuff coming out. Like there's still stuff I'm interested in. Like the new Kingdom Hearts game. Like that looks really good to me. The new Devil May Cry game looks like a return to form. The Persona game. Nier Automata. Gravity Rush was awesome. Dragon Quest 11. Octopath Traveler. There's a lot of and a lot of those games had really good music too. Octopath Traveler, like its soundtrack it didn't blow me away. I was a little bit when I started playing it. I'm always paranoid now. Like even if it's a Japanese game, I'm like, oh man, I hope this game doesn't have a soundtrack that sucks. That's like too modern. Like maybe like trying to be like a modern, more like drawing too much influence from like modern cinema. So like when I first heard Octopath Traveler's soundtrack, I was a little bit worried. Like, oh, I don't know, it sounds a little modern. But then like I played more of it, and there was some really cool songs. There's some really cool battle music. The first battle song was a little bit unimpressive, but then the later ones got better and better. King of Fighters 2000 theme. Oh. Dragon Quest Builders, Neo, the Souls games. The Souls games, I love the Souls games, but even they've been kind of on there's a like sort of a worrying trend there, where like the best soundtrack in the series is still Demon Souls. And the soundtracks in the Souls, like the main Souls games, kind of got worse and worse. Then Bloodborne's a little bit better, but it's still like the trend there. I mean, I still love those games though. I do Skittles. I mean, I probably would play more modern games if it weren't for the fact that I'm doing Fliptendo and like I really like I care about that project and it's like a lot of fun. If it weren't for Fliptendo, I probably would do more modern games on stream. And also like a lot of the people who come to the stream are more retro type people, so I sense that, you know, I'm sort of expected to play more retro, and I don't mind that, but you know, I try to play. But there's modern games I still want to play, so I plan to get to all those, like the Yakuza games. That's a series I need to get into. Those look really fun. There's a lot of modern games that like I'm interested in. They're just all Japanese developed, for the most part, except for Cuphead. As long as there continues to be like cool Japanese developed games, I'll continue to play modern games. And there's still, there's companies like Platinum and Atlas and Nintendo themselves. Oh, this music. Ah, Landstalker. That's right. I watched somebody play through this. This game looks really cool. I'm gonna play it one of these days. Play only what your audience want. Yeah, I mean that's true, but it's not like I don't want to play retro games, because like I do. Like there's a lot of games I want to play, and a lot of them are. I mean, like the reason I'm doing Fliptendo is because I do eventually want to play like every Famicom game. So I'm certainly not doing that. I'm not playing games I don't want to play. I'm almost always playing games I want to play. The only time I'm playing games I don't want to play is when somebody makes me play Hollow Knight. I even enjoy playing like bad retro games, but bad modern game, yeah. That's right. For non-decider, all games are too modern. That's very true. Yeah, I like this theme here. This silly theme from Landstalker. It's a good one. Alright, time to start inking. Gotta finish at least one page. Oh, by the way, does anybody have any sketch requests today? We have both Tam and Brigand here. And there was somebody else who also was a subscriber. I need to check my my list of subscribers to see who is in the this sketch zone right now. Oh, this is a good one. This Border Down song. You know what? I thought for a second this might have been my playlist because I stole this song. It's on my playlist now. This is a cool one. This Crazy Cup and Ball game is crazy. I'm here for non-decider. Well, you know what? Here's the. I don't want to. Not to get too real, but non-decider will not be around for all that much longer. She is 97, so consequently, we really should get her on the stream as much as we can. I think we need to have more Chicken Kiev moments. You know, I like that. You know, that that's the cool thing about streaming is that like, now we have these like moments recorded video that will last forever. You know, have around. I wish I would have been streaming back when my grandfather, like when he was alive. We used to call him Opa. That's the German word for grandpa. That's what he liked to be called. He was a very funny, eccentric guy, and I wish I had like more video of him. If anything, he's like even weirder than non-decider. It would have been great if he was still around, but unfortunately, in those times, streaming wasn't even like real yet. Well, I'm just looking at something.
Damn, brilliant. Who else is there? Who else is a sketch person? I think there was somebody. I think there is somebody. Leo's pretty sketchy. Oh, there we go. Dragon Crystal. I knew this must be Brigand. Alright, well, so I guess it's probably just, I think it's, oh, wasn't it, what was his, oh, man. Wham! I think Wham might be one of these, although he's not listed under here as Wham, so I think he might also be a sketch person, but he's not here right now. But anyway, if you guys want any sketches, let me know. Think about if you might want something. I'm going to start, I guess, the inking process. I don't know, I could be wrong. I thought that Wham might have been a $10 person now. I'm not quite sure. Sketchy Leo. No, you're not very sketchy, Leo. Sometimes I wish you were sketchier. But I guess you're too proud. Like a lion. You wear Skechers? Oh, well, there you go. If you wear Skechers, that counts. Oh, Alicia Dragoon. This song seems really loud. Is it just me? Wait, what? How does this sound? I gotta listen to this. Is this really loud, or is it play? Oh man, my stream is not playing. iPad is like broken or something. I can't hear how this sounds. Pretty loud. I'll just turn it down a little bit more. Like, how is that? I can't hear it. Is that like, is that good right now? Like, how is that? Is that better? Do you get creeped out for bragging about eating lion livers and calling you all lion should be concerned? No, we've talked about this, Skittles. I only eat lions that are criminals. Mr. Leo is a law-abiding lion. Like, I didn't eat Mr. Leo's cousin, but he was bad. He was the bad egg. It's good. Yeah. I mean, videos on YouTube are all over the place, of course. Yeah, this song is awesome. King DDD's theme. Oh. You'll be on the Genesis Mini. Oh, is that coming out? The Genesis Mini? I guess that makes sense. When is that happening? Couple of Thursdays away. Are you gonna get it, Brigand? You gonna get a Genesis Mini? Well, that'll be pretty cool. Oh, your sketch request? What was it? I missed it. Maytag and Burn in flight suits? Oh, Maytag and Burn in flight suits. Okay. I could work with that. Maytag and Bernadette in flight suits. The mini drive? Oh yeah, that would have been cool. The mini drive. Yeah, but unfortunately, people don't all necessarily know what the Mega Drive is. But that would have been cool though. Mega Drive was a pretty cool name. And Genesis is a cool name for a system too, but Mega Drive is just a little bit cooler. It's a shame they didn't keep it as the Mega Drive. Mega Drive. Mega Drive's just an awesome name. Even PC Engine is a cool name as well. I'm gonna assume this song is not as loud. I'll turn this up a bit, but let me see. Yeah, that's a lot quieter. Okay, is 40% good volume? You know, you guys can control the volume too. Like everyone with mod powers can potentially does have volume control. But I guess I'm the one who's mainly interested in controlling the volume. Maybe 50%. Let me try that. I'm gonna tamper with it. Genesis waited. Calling it a new beginning in the US since Sega Master System was such a bomb. That's not a... I've never heard that before. That's not a bad reason. They call it Genesis as a way to indicate a new beginning. Wow. Yeah, the Master System bombed in America, huh? I don't remember even hearing about the Master System when I was a kid. Yeah, Mega Drive is still the better name, but not by much. It's close. I think Genesis is a pretty cool name too. It's just that Genesis has got this sort of like stereotypical system name to it, whereas Mega Drive, well, you know, it's that one-word title. Like, just essentially, it's just like, what's a word that sounds cool? Genesis. Just kind of slap it on there. Whereas Mega Drive has got that more Japanese kind of like multi-word, multi-syllable, a little bit more abstract quality to it that is just kind of awesome. But yet it just sounds cool. I never knew anybody with the Sega Master System. I'm not sure I even knew the Sega Master System existed. I can't know for sure. I can't really remember for sure. Astro. If I could have played it, I'm sure I would have probably enjoyed it. There's some medical equipment called Mega Drive. You can't call it Mega Drive. There's somebody's IV is already called the Mega Drive. There's an ambulance company and it's named Mega Drive. That sounds like it'd be the name of like somebody like some bus company. Mega Drive. Some transportation company. It could be a fundraiser. The Mega Drive. The Mega Blood Drive. Looking it up. I don't know. It's a bit weird that somebody would have that name. It's two words that kind of go together, but don't completely 100% make sense in English, which is what I love about Japanese names of things, because it's got that it ends up like just being cool in English because it's got that little bit of abstraction. Like Western titles for things have a tendency to be so on the nose. It's also why I like older movie titles better than like new, especially like modern movie titles like in the last 20 years have gotten so boring. There's so many one-word title movies that are just, and it gets to the point where you can't remember like what is what. Because there's so many one-word titles that sound so similar to each other. Ridge Racer music. Dude, I need to play more Ridge Racer games. Oh, did we finish? We didn't really finish talking about October Horror Month. Yeah, so what? Let's see. Once again, I'm gonna probably play the Parasite Eve games. I'm definitely gonna play the Evil Dead game because it won't take too long. It can be played through relatively quickly, and it's fun. The Parasite Eve game. You know, if I did play through the first Parasite Eve, you know, I played it before. I love Parasite Eve. I played it like multiple times, but the problem with playing through Parasite Eve 1 again is if I played through it, I would really want to do the Chrysler Tower, and that would take a long time. That would, but I could just do it anyway. It might take a long time. I don't know. Then for modern horror games, we have Until Dawn. The ones I really want to do are Until Dawn and Evil Within 2. Evil Within 2 might be... That one might take a while. I feel like that's probably long. Until Dawn is probably pretty short, and I'm probably likely to get annoyed by it and not even want to finish it, in which case it'd be even shorter. I can't think... There could be other modern horror games I might be interested in playing. Like, I feel like there's been like a couple of like Resident Evil inspired games that I might be interested in checking out. I'm not really sure. There could be a couple other things. Oh, that's actually, speaking of that, just playing Resident Evil games, the old ones, is something I've never done on stream before, and that would be really cool. We could just play through the first Resident Evil game. You've only played Ridge Racer 4? Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of racing games, but ones that have awesome music, I will play. Which is another great thing about the PlayStation 1 era. Like, they all had great music in that time. Now they don't so much anymore. 4 has great music, one of the best. Yeah, this song is cool. No, well, the best, of course, would have to be Sonic R Racing, but this soundtrack does seem really good. I enjoyed the soundtrack of just Ridge Racer 1. Like, that was a good soundtrack. What about Ridge Racer 2 and 3? Those have got to have some good music as well. We've got to play all the Ridge Racer games. And then I've got to play Daytona. I've got to like get a Saturn emulator. Oh, what about Saturn games? I could emulate Saturn, right? Does that have horror games? What about that Enemy Zero game? Was that on Saturn or Dreamcast? I know there's some other stuff I'm forgetting. But Resident Evil, we could do Resident Evil. Maybe if we need some more games, we could do the first Resident Evil. It's probably about time I played a Resident Evil game on stream. Mega Drive Systems. computer hardware. That makes sense, actually. Much more sense than like a medical supply company. Like that's what when I think of what Mega Drive, that word combination could mean. The first thing I think of is like computer storage. Mega Drive, like a drive that's large. It sounds like a large computer drive. I mean that makes sense. I figured it would be something like that. Super hang on for the music we definitely enjoyed. Yeah, like Outrun. I probably don't find Outrun or Hang On or games like that like the most fun. Even Rad Racer, like the music really helped a lot for making me want to play through it. And oh man, F-Zero. This is another game, like a racing game with like an amazing soundtrack. Right there. All of those games are like not really my favorite games to play. Racing games are not my favorite games, but they're fun to play once in a while. This is back to my soundtrack again, right? Because probably nobody would put Final Fantasy VIII music on here. You're thinking of Atari Jaguar? Okay, that makes sense. Bergen putting the Axis Chemical Factory on there. Dude, maybe you should put the NES Axis Chemical Factory on for a change of pace. But this is a real good one. This is a real good song. And this Balam Garden song from Final Fantasy VIII is a real good song too. There you go, Batman NES, thank you. Well, maybe I should go ahead and draw Brigand's thing now. His request. Before it gets too late. Let me start on that. I need to get a board. Alright. Okay. So we're doing Top Gun. We're doing Maytag and Bernadette in flight suits. Alright. Well, I have an idea to how to interpret that a little bit differently. Let me just see if I can find a reference for that. Okay. Where's my eraser? I need my eraser. To erase things. That Batman. It's simple. Kill the Batman. This is too zoomed in. I need to zoom this out. Hold on a second. Maybe like that. Let's see here. Okay, for my idea, I don't know if I can fit Maytag and Bernadette both in here. So is it okay if it's just Maytag? I was thinking of doing both of them. Well, I mean, maybe I still could. I'm not sure if that makes sense based on the references I was seeing. Because I was gonna draw them in the cockpit. I was gonna do a cockpit view, but I'm not finding any pictures of like two people in the cockpit at once. Of course, I could just do it anyway. But I guess that's not really done. Doo-doo. Both Axis Chemical songs are pretty great, aren't they? Hey, I'm streaming.
How's your stream going?
Great! Hey guys, it's a special Genocider appearance. I'm drawing Maytag in Top Gun.
Oh my god. Was she flying into the danger zone?
Yeah, she's flying into the danger zone.
Wow, she should get out of there. That's dangerous.
Well, no, she's doing it on purpose.
But like,
Because that's where the cool people go.
oh man. Is she Maverick or Goose?
She's Mavagoose.
Mavgoose.
Yeah, Mavagoose.
I'm gonna keep drinking beer.
Okay, enjoy your beer.
I will.
Soul Blader. Oh. I have some Soul Blader songs on my playlist here. Not Soul Blader. Soul Blader. Oh, damn, which is the song I liked? I don't remember. It was... it might have been this one. Well, there's a bunch of them that are good. Oh, there's a song on the Soul Blazer soundtrack called Leo's Painting. Leo, did you know that you had a painting in Soul Blazer? There's also a basement of Leo's house. Wow, your basement is in Soul Blazer. Well, this one's a good one, actually. I put this in there. What about this one? Isn't this one good too? I don't remember. There's another one that I liked a lot. Let's get some more Soul Blazer. Alright, back to the drawing. You know what? Well, yeah, this is a good soundtrack. This is a good one. I'm trying to draw the cockpit of a plane. It's not easy. Stupid cockpit view. And about this drawing. Maybe I should just, I don't know if this is a good idea. I have to start this over. This is not good. What about just like a... Oh yeah, this is the song that I liked. Okay, good. You just draw them in like a fighter, or like a pilot outfit or something. This cockpit view, this doesn't make sense. I can't draw this. Or maybe I can, but I have to reconceptualize it or something. Or I could draw it. Wait, I could draw it like that. I could draw it like that. Yeah. Should I Yeah, I think I better redraw this. You just do it like this. Here, let's see here. This is a good tune. Good Squadron. Yeah. Everyone loves this song. Classic. I like the part of the song where it goes da-da-da-da-da-da. Right there. Like before. Right before. Oh, well, it wasn't right there because I forgot I'm on delay. Let me switch to actually listen to the song. There! Da-da-da-da-da! Right there. Da-da-da-da-da! This part I like. I mean, like all the other parts too, but it's my favorite part. Maytag as a fighter pilot. Maybe I could put Bernadette in there. But no, but this is supposed to be like it's supposed to be like a one person per seat. I could just make it a special plane. Nah, it's probably better with just Maytag in there. Thumbs up for Mr. Leo. And now we need to see. This stupid picture doesn't show enough of the actual plane. I need to see another reference to see what that looks like. Because I don't know. Fighter plane. Jet plane. Oh yeah, it looks like that. Let's see. So the cockpit is there, so probably it's like that then? Shit, I don't know. Fuck. Let me see from this angle. Oh yeah. Oh, let's see. That goes like that. So the shape is probably like. What's this Genesis music? Final Soldier, eh? Sort of tempted by Deadly Premonition. Have you never played it before, Mr. Leo? Man, you should. Mr. Deadly Premonition is really cool. You should definitely give it a try. Especially if you have any if you like the show Twin Peaks, then it's amazing. Twin Peaks is my favorite show, so I love Deadly Premonition. It's very Twin Peaks. It's kind of a love letter to Twin Peaks almost. I mean, it's not Twin Peaks, but it is. I've never seen it. It's on Switch. Oh man, I kind of want to re-buy it again. Maybe I've never streamed it. I should. That might be a good one to do for October as well. Deadly Premonition. I wouldn't mind playing through it again. It's a really cool game. But it's a very weird game too, and a lot of its various parts aren't necessarily that great. But is it scary? No. It's got some Resident Evil horror shooting parts. Those are kind of the worst parts of the game, the shooting parts, because they're kind of repetitive. Honestly, they're too long and they're way too repetitive. But everything else about the game is amazing. The story, the character, Sergeant, the main character in the game, Sergeant York, one of my favorite characters in any video game. He's just such a cool character. Obviously, he's sort of inspired by Agent Cooper from Twin Peaks, but he's not really the same as Cooper. He's definitely kind of his own character. He's very weird, very eccentric, FBI agents. But a lot of the characters in the game are pretty interesting, a la Twin Peaks. The game isn't scary, but it does have really cool atmosphere. It's got a great soundtrack. You drive around the town a lot, and just kind of you advance the plot. There's murders, there's mysteries. There's a lot of mini games you can play, weird mini games. And it's really worth playing through. Oh, the graphics aren't necessarily good. Even when they came out at the time, they were considered to be because it was an Xbox game, but it was originally being developed as a PS2 game, but then it got moved to Xbox. But the graphics still look like PS2 graphics, so that's one of the reasons why it didn't do well at first, because people just didn't they couldn't get into the graphics. Although I think the art style of the game is beautiful though. I love the art style. I love the way that the characters look. I love the way Sergeant York looks. Agent York. The way he looks. Sergeant York is an old character from TV. Agent York, the way he looks. I love the way he's designed. And Switch exclusive. Dude, that's really cool, man. Another good reason to have a Switch. I'm excited. I love Deadly Premonition. I can't wait to play the next one. I mean, I didn't think there would ever be a sequel, so that's just really cool. Well, Briggan, what do you think about this? Well, I don't know. In honor of Top Gun, do you think that this... did I forget anything? I don't think so. Looks good? Alright. I was going to go with a behind the cockpit camera, but then I realized that was going to be way too hard to draw, so... But this works. Goes well with this Afterburner 2 song. Yeah, that's true. Alright. There you go. In honor of Top Gun. Thank you, Briggan, for the sketch request. Alright, I'll scan that later. Let's go well the Afterburners song. So to make a long story short, Mr. Leo, you should get that game. You should get it and try it. I can't promise you'll like it. You know, it's a very weird game. It's very eccentric. I love this story, but there's times when the story is just ridiculous. Like when it just gets crazy. I mean, if that sounds good to you, it's definitely an interesting game. Actually, I'm curious as to what they've changed with the Switch port. Like maybe they've like smoothed some things over or like added new things. I should get that actually. I should check that out. I'm curious about that. I should investigate it. I played the PS3 port. Actually, here's how much like I really wanted to play that game. I bought it for Xbox, and I never owned an Xbox, but I just bought the Xbox version just so that like I had a friend who had an Xbox. He brought an Xbox over and we played it one time. And then eventually it came out for PS3. I was able to get that version and play it. And I was very happy that I finally got to play that game. I think it was just shortly after I finally had sat down and watched Twin Peaks, and then really loved that show, that became interested in playing it. So it was very fun for me. But you know, that game it's definitely like a cult classic now. A lot of people really enjoy it. Deadly Premonition. I'm glad they're making it too, but you know what else? The guy who made that game, Swery, he had another game that he came out with for the Bone system, the X-Bone, called D4. And then it got a PC port, but it was one of those episodic games, or was gonna be. But unfortunately, it didn't do well, so they didn't bother to make any of the other episodes. They didn't follow up with other episodes. Another reason why episodic games are a terrible idea. But that game only got one episode. It's a real shame because I actually played that on stream. I played that like, I don't know, like maybe 3 years ago. It was right around the time when I played like Toe Jam and Earl. Some of you may have even seen me play that. It's called D4. I think it stands for Dark Dreams Don't Die. And I played it on stream and really liked it. Like, oh, Great Lancer. What I was trying to say is that it's awesome that he's making another Deadly Premonition, but I hope that this means that there's a possibility that they'll someday follow up on D4, like release, you know, the rest of the game, because it's an unfinished game, and it's like a real shame. Because what is there is like awesome. Uh-oh. It's like midnight now. Wow, it's getting late. I'm gonna have to put an end to this stream pretty soon. How long can I keep up this drawing? Midnight is too late to be drawing. This reminds me of Alicia Dragoon music. It's not very Alicia-like. Yeah, it's definitely the similar instruments and just the sound of the song. That's pretty cool. I mean, you know, for all we know, it could be the same composer. That's a cool song, though. Especially this part right here. Good old Gyrus music. I like the Air Zonk music on there. Yeah, so let's see. What other possibilities are there for Horror Month? Parasite Eve, Resident Evil. There's 3 Parasite Eve games we could play through. There's 3 Resident Evils that we could do on stream. No, let's see. If we could get Dreamcast games... No, we can't do Dreamcast games. Dreamcast... I mean, we've done GameCube, but that had a lot of problems. Because there's Code Veronica, but that's Dreamcast and PS2. That's out of reach. So I think that just leaves Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3. But there's also Resident Evil 1.5, which is possible to play. Always wanted to try Resident Evil 1.5. What about Splatterhouse Wanpaku Graffiti? Yeah, I mean, there's the other Splatterhouse games as well. We played Splatterhouse 2 last year. Yeah, we could play some Splatterhouse games, but Wanpaku Graffiti, I mean, the problem with that game is I've already streamed through it. I've already beaten it on stream, and I'll probably play through it again when it comes up in Fliptendo, so I'm not sure that's probably not a good choice. A better choice would be Splatterhouse games for other systems that we haven't played yet. I have done 1 and 2 on stream of the Splatterhouses. Right, I did play through 1, right? On stream? Yeah, I played through on the TurboGrafx, I believe. And we played through 2. We could do Splatterhouse 3. I believe there's 3 of them, right? And I think 2 and 3 were only Genesis, if I remember correctly. So we could do Splatterhouse 3. Or I could replay through, like Splatterhouse I played in the TurboGrafx. I could replay through the arcade version. It might be cool to play the original version of Splatterhouse as well. We could play Haunted House on the Atari. I'm trying to think of what other horror games there are that we haven't played yet, and not counting anything on the Famicom, because Famicom games we want to save for Fliptendo. Yeah, exactly, Brigand. Oh man, look at that. It's the Haunted House eyes. Exactly. Huh. This is stage 1 music from Air Zonk. Not bad. Yeah, we could do Haunted House on Atari. That would be funny. The Haunted House. There's other, old school horror games, isn't there? Oh, there's also the Alone in the Dark games. There's more of those we could have played. I mean, some of the later ones are like out of reach because they're on like later systems, but I think there's at least a second one that's on like a DOS-based system that's playable. Oh, there's also Seventh Guest. That game's not really scary, but it's got a cool horror kind of vibe. The final stage is a marathon. You can start all over. Yeah. So try really hard to not continue, huh? Oh. It sounds like it. Maybe I should make a Discord post about it and we could like throw in some horror ideas. Like older computer horror games. There was more Echo Knight games, but they're PS2. Can't play those. There's a whole ton of like, if we could get into PS2 games, there's a whole ton of good horror games for PS2. But fight against Smithy. I love this song. This is like classic Yoko Shimomura music here. I wish Yoko Shimomura would still make music like this. I miss the 16-bit era Yoko Shimomura. And the PS1 era. Man, that was amazing times for game music. Fear. Yeah, I've never... Fear, I know, at least the first Fear, like, I know about it. I know enough about it to know that... I don't know. I mean, maybe it's one of those games that, like, maybe I could play. Also, there's games like System Shock that aren't really horror games, but they have little horror elements to them. Like, I don't know. Some cutscenes are horror-based. Right, exactly. So, really not a horror game at all, Fear. Nah, I've never been super interested in playing that game. Even if it had more horror stuff in it, I probably still wouldn't be that interested. Nah. No, here's something else. Okay. I will listen to music from Gravity Rush. I love that in Gravity Rush 2, they like included the entire world from Gravity Rush 1 on top of like a whole bunch of new areas. And the areas from Gravity Rush 1 still had their like music as well. That was really cool. Blood? Yeah, Blood. I don't know anything about that game, but like people have put that on TMR's RGG sub list like 8 times or something. I had never heard of it. Apparently it was popular. It's actually good, you think, huh? And then again, I mean, we could just even just playing through like Doom could be cool for horror. Like that's horror themed enough, like for me. And an excuse to play through Doom again. Man, Doom is such a cool game. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird to think that I used to actually like first-person shooters. Yeah, I loved Wolfenstein 3D. I loved Doom. I even liked the first Quake a lot. And the last one I really played any decent amount was Quake 3. But yeah, Doom was really my favorite though. Man, just the atmosphere, the whole idea of like you're essentially in hell. That the tone and atmosphere of that game, I just loved it. Just, man. And the game's soundtrack was so cool. They just don't make them like that anymore. If they still made... I mean, Doom did, like, have its revival game in 2016. Or, yeah, was it 2016 or 2017? A lot of people liked it, but the soundtrack was such a turn-off to me. When that new Doom game came out, the first thing I did was listen to the music. And when I heard the music, I was like, no. I don't need to play this game. This does not live up to the music of the original game. But for some reason, a lot of people liked it. I don't know. I don't think I would like it that much. Oh, look, this has got the Phantasy Star, like, manga panels in it. But like even when they try to make the first-person shooters like the old first-person shooters, they still don't do it. They don't do a good job. They don't make them like that anymore. If they did, I probably would still like first-person shooters. That's okay. I did like Splatoon. I'm not really... I love Splatoon 2, but even that game, like, I think the big reason why I'm able to enjoy that game is because it's, there's ways to play it that you don't have to be really good at, like, shooting other people. The competitive shooters, I was never super good at them. Other than fighting games, I don't really like competitive games that much, I've discovered. Or like, I mean, well, like weird... I guess it's more just like I don't like playing online. Like, playing against friends is fine. We're playing, like, even Splatoon 2, a game I love, sometimes it can be a bummer trying to play, like, online against random people, and they can be like way better than you. It seems sometimes, yeah, Sonic, yeah, of course. Yeah, it's really just competitive games online that I don't like. Competitive games with friends are really fun.
Yeah, I used to like playing like Doom. Let's see, Quake. Quake was the first one that I actually played like competitively. But by which I mean like playing like multiplayer. Doom. I never got into the multiplayer of Doom. Just didn't. I don't know. Didn't. Nobody else. I didn't know people that were playing it. But Quake. I remember like. At that time, I knew people who were playing it on. So we played a bunch of Quake with like friends. And that was really fun. And that was like when I first like learned how to play like shooters the right way with like mouse look and the keyboard. Because Doom I played through, I never used like the mouse. I never like modded. You had to like mod it to like be able to do that anyway. Yeah, I guess you couldn't really play Doom with the mouse anyway. It was always like strafing to dodge or just being really fast. Demon Souls. This is a good creepy song for Halloween. And I could play through a Souls game for Shocktober. And we could do like Demon Souls. I could play through Demon Souls. Like that might be fun. I haven't played all the Souls games like on stream. I've only played through 3. I've only played through 3 on stream, and Bloodborne. Usually with flat levels. In the Doom era, with flat levels. Well, yeah. I mean, Doom wasn't like the cool thing with Doom is that it like had stairs and you can go up and down in elevators and stuff. It wasn't totally flat. Wolfenstein was completely flat. But then Quake, you know, they could do much more with the technology, so it had a lot more verticality to it. But it really was. You know, Quake was weird for me too because I did get into the first Quake, but I didn't actually like the soundtrack to Quake. You know, Quake. The thing with Quake was that you could. It had a CD-based soundtrack. It came with like a Trent Reznor soundtrack. I listened to like a little bit of it, but I didn't really care about it. I never really cared about that soundtrack. Right. That's what I liked about Quake was that you could swap the CD out, put your own CD in, and it would play your own. But the cool thing about that is that the way it would work is that it would then bond like certain tracks with certain levels. So like I had a specific CD that I would use, which was one of the Delirium CDs. It was one of the earlier Delirium CDs that was like a little bit more ambient. So for me, the first Quake soundtrack was the Delirium. It was the album Semantic Spaces. Yeah, Semantic Spaces. And, you know, it worked surprisingly well for Quake. But usually, yeah, so I mean, usually I don't like the idea of like playing your own music while playing a game because like I hate that idea because then you're not getting a specific experience, you know? It robs you of the experience of like the music should define the game, you know? It should be like when you play a level, there should be specific music that like goes along with that level that the developers make. If the game doesn't have that, then it's like it's unfinished. It's incomplete to me. But I guess with that specific instance with Quake, because of the way it worked, because you could put a CD in and it would make specific songs go with specific levels, I kind of ended up liking it in that instance. Usually I don't like that. I don't understand people who play a game and then just play their own music. Well, I get that for something like an MMORPG, but like a single player game with a story or its own thing going. Like, I don't understand why would you ever play your own music while playing a game? That kind of makes me sick a little bit. This song is too good.
Get 'em 2 steps ahead, yeah. So step into my way, stand out. It's a trap, one step, and you're dead. Why just to be
Skittles is not happy when we were playing through this game on stream because it took so long. Works for non-linear games, or you can play at your own pace. Yeah, even then, it's still better if the game has its own music, you know, because that should be part of the experience. If the game doesn't have music, it's still incomplete to me, you know. There's certain kind of games, like games that you spend like way too long playing, generally like MMOs, just because you play them for so long and they're so repetitive that at a certain point, even if the game's soundtrack is really good, you might want to. I could see it a little bit more then. We're listening to the same tune for dozens of hours without a break. Yeah. I mean, if it's for dozens of hours, well, yeah, that's why I'm talking about like with an MMORPG, it starts to make more sense. Sure, dozens of hours, you don't necessarily want to listen to the same song, but actually, I mean, then again, I kind of do. I mean, you know, if I'm playing like a Dragon Quest game, I'm hearing like the battle music for dozens of hours. But I still want to hear that music though, because it's like part of the game. When it gets to be like hundreds of hours, then I understand it more. Dozens of hours. Okay, Mr. Leo, you know, I should do that too. It's like almost 12:30. Maybe I'll just finish this panel here and then I'll go ahead and quit for tonight. Thank you, Mr. Leo. Thanks for hanging around. I'll see you next time. Probably for, let's see, what will we do next? More Fliptendo? Yeah, next time will probably be more Fliptendo. We gotta hurry up and like finish the last 10 games and get to 400. I want to get to my goal is to get to 400 by the end of this month, and that should be very easy to achieve because we blew through a lot of games in August. We only have 10 more to go. To your basement. See, it was Mr. Leo. One of the Soul Blazer songs was called Leo's Basement. That's why he's saying that. Yeah, this is a good one, right? This is from an arcade game called Racing Hero. I got this song from Legacy Music Hour. That's where some of these cool, obscure ones come from, yeah. But this song is really cool, isn't it? I love this song. I've never played this game before. Just love this song. I should play it though. Man, this song is so good, it's ridiculous. Oh, Grey Lancer? Yeah. We need to finish the rest of Fliptendo. We need to finish the last 10 games up to 400. I want to get to game 400 by the end of the month, so we need to do that. And then after that, we'll probably take a little break from Fliptendo, and I was thinking if we would catch up with some modern games, maybe some game requests. We're getting pretty caught up with the game requests for sub requests, but I might like do a couple of free game request streams. You know, maybe we'll play some random games. There's some modern games I want to catch up with before October happens. Some non-horror modern games. So we'll see how much time I have for all that. Damn, this song is damn good, isn't it? Oh man, it's too good. Do 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 do. Oh, that part's so good. Do 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 do. I have to play this game just to find out like how the song is used in the game and what it's like. One of these days I gotta play this game. Racing Hero, I've never heard of it before. That song is damn good. Oh, the special edition Buttville song. Never played the Earthworm Jim Special Edition. Should play it sometime. Yeah, I've only played the Super Nintendo. I should play the Genesis version, just for fun. Alright, let's see here. I think that's going to be good enough for tonight. I'm going to have to probably stop now. It's been a long art stream. Let's see, I might be back tomorrow. I'll let you guys know on the Discord. I hope you enjoyed your request. I'll post that on the Patreon. The Patreon. And thanks for watching. Let's see if there's somebody we can host. Probably there is. Let's see. We are gonna host. We're gonna host. We'll just host Macaw, playing some sort of weird horror game. We'll go with Macaw. All right, thanks for watching tonight, and we'll see you soon with more Fliptendo. Good night.